Hello, everybody. Hi. Bungus. I believe that's Unga Bunga. Hello. How are you doing? Alyssa Chaosbringer. It has to be Unga Bunga. Hi, Kumteka. Hi, Rick. How is everyone? I feel like I've been gone for 2 weeks and I completely forget how to do everything. Is the stream working? I didn't know how to do any of it. I felt confused. I'm back. I'm back and I'm a new person now. Europe's changed me. Not really. Oh my gosh, Elfwolf, hi! How are you doing? I hope you guys are all having a great Monday. It's Monday, right? That's really how Europe's changed me. I want to try to not be that annoying person that's all like, I'm better than you now. The real way Europe has changed me is jet lag, and I caught a cold. So I'm extremely sick. We'll be doing show and tell today, and I have a cup of tea to make me feel better, so that's my streaming plans today. And I'm gonna go as long as I can. I feel really good right now, so I should be fine. Just have a little teeny bit of a cough, so sorry if that bothers people. Okay, where have you been in Europe? Okay, I can talk about it in a bit more detail now. I went on one of those river cruises. I went with my in-laws and that whole side of the family. My in-laws were so freaking kind and paid for us all to go on a vacation, because otherwise I don't think Alex and I would have been able to do that for as long as we did. We spent 10 days in Europe and we went up the Rhine. So we started in Switzerland. I thought we were going to get to stop in Austria, and it turns out we didn't. We went up Switzerland, we saw parts of France and Germany, and then we made it to the Netherlands, and we got to spend a couple extra days in Amsterdam. Once we got off the boat, we decided to stay a little longer. Oh my god, guys, Amsterdam was a time. I don't think Lilypad's here, but holy shit, y'all, you guys weren't kidding about the bikes. That was nuts. Bikers in Amsterdam are kind of crazy. Like, kind of in a good way, but also kind of not. It was intimidating. Oh, cool. It was very fun. I so enjoyed it. Yeah, the bikes are nuts. I couldn't get over it. I also have some beef with the bikers, because I will say, Angry American Alyssa came out once or twice. Sometimes it was my fault, and I fully acknowledge that, like 100%. But sometimes the bikers were straight up in the pedestrian lanes and were like telling other people to get out of the way. And so I was getting a little pissy with that. I thought that was not cool. That was so dumb. But we'll get to stories. We'll get there. It's scary at first, but there's shockingly little crashes. That's good. It definitely seemed that way. Like, I didn't see a single crash, and I could tell it was probably mostly just tourists like me, or like college kids. There's a lot of international movement in Amsterdam, it seems. Like, I heard shockingly little Dutch when I was there, and the accents were all over the place. I didn't understand what was going on there. Were you riding on the wrong side of the road? Nope, I've already embarrassed myself about that many months ago on stream, about how I thought all of Europe did that. Come take us, and no, I did not. Just trip them. I mean, I wasn't gonna be rude. It got out of the way, but it was dumb. Pedestrians in the Netherlands are kind of second-class citizens. I felt that. Rick, I felt that in my heart. I felt like a second-class citizen. It's 1 bikes, 2 cars, 3 the trash walking with feet. Ew. I felt that to my goddamn core, and it made me mad. But hey, here was a cool thing. I did think the biking culture was cool, because if you haven't been to Amsterdam, Yeah, I don't know who has and who hasn't. Like, Rick obviously has, but, or at least knows it better than I did going in. They have like 3 separate traffic systems coalesced and layered on top of each other, kind of flawlessly. So they're separate lanes for the cars and the bikes and the walkers, and they all have their own like fucking traffic lights and where you cross over and where you have to like walk past intersections or bike past them, or like, it's really nuts and impressive. It makes me very upset because if any European here, like I know Lilypad has talked about moving to the States. Granted, he's visited, so he probably knows what he's in for. But goddamn, we do not have infrastructure for bikes. Like, if you want a bike here, you're done. You're donezo. I fucking love being rude when deserved. Kamteka, it sounds like you belong in a city where you can like tell people off. That's that was what I got. That was what I got from city trips. Yeah, I lived in the Netherlands for 3 years. Oh yeah, that's right. Rick, is it that way in all of the Netherlands or just Amsterdam? Is Amsterdam like a special case with the bikes? The laws are set up so that any crash is the fault of the car, not the bike. Oh, so the cars really watch out. I also felt that sometimes I would look into the car and I would look at the eyes of the driver, and the driver would look afraid, and the bikers like couldn't give a shit. Like they were fearless, they were angry. The bikers just went wherever they wanted. There he is. Hi, Lilypad. We're talking about Amsterdam. That biking's nuts. Do you bike a lot where you live, Lilypad? Because if you do move to the United States, I'm sorry, you're gonna be sad. That was a different world. It was very cool though. Cars equals freedom, bikes equals communism, obviously. I'm jealous though. I feel like it would help with the what am I trying to say? Like the health epidemic of sorts, the weight problems we have in the States. Cause that was another thing that was really eye-opening. There are some things in Europe I feel like you guys do a lot better. And with health, it's a lot of it. I think the reason America has such a health problem, and I've said this before, is because of issues like infrastructure, food deserts. It's not necessarily the person, but like we have a lot like stacked against us in that realm, right? Yeah, Europe does that shit better. It's just better. I do have, on the bright side, this was kind of nice. I came home with a new, some new respects for American culture, which was a pleasant surprise. I was not expecting that. No, it's like that everywhere. Oh, wow. Amsterdam is crazy because it's just such a dense and busy city. That makes sense. So it's not as scary everywhere else, but the basic concept is the same. Yeah, like I said, I was so impressed with the 3 separate traffic systems layered on top of each other. It was flawless. I really wish we would bring that over here. At least to some of the bigger cities, you know what I mean? Like if I'm speaking of Florida, there are parts of Tampa or Orlando, I know for sure we could do with some kind of biking system like that. It'd take a lot of changing at this point, but I feel like people would really appreciate it. How was your trip? I go by bike everywhere. Wow, I'm jealous. That's really cool. I only almost got in that one accident, and it was right in front of the Rijksmuseum, and it was dark and I couldn't see anything, so I felt pretty proud about that. Lilypad, I did say earlier I almost went on a tirade where one biker was going in the opposite direction in the walker's lane, and after I had gotten bell rung at so many times, I almost lost my shit. And like I said to Alex, I was like, my angry American's coming out and I'm about to road rage. Like I can't handle this right now. Cause so many people, even other pedestrians, were bumping into us all the time. In fact, sometimes we'd be doing that thing where like you're coming towards the same person. And at that point, what do? You're supposed to follow road rules, right? So you go on the right side and then you pass each other. I feel like that's the unspoken rule. This biker was going in the opposite direction And then was kind of gonna miss us a bit, decided to drive into us. Even though at first they were gonna miss us, and I was like, oh, I'm ready to throw down if this person is gonna do this. I didn't. I bit my tongue. I don't like real life violence, but man, it lives in me. As a redhead, I do fit the stereotype of that. In the Netherlands, you can even move by renting a cargo bike. That's really cool. How does that work? Is that only if you don't have a lot of stuff? That's crazy. To be honest, I wish the US was more bike centric. I do too. Road rage aside, like, I mean, in the States, I just get road rage in my car. So like, I feel like that's just how transportation's gonna be. We've built our entire society around cars, and it made things worse on almost every level. Yeah. Konteka, you would, I think, because you and I have talked about this at length, like, just about like American infrastructure. I thought I knew what I was gonna get into, but living in it, even for just those 3 or 4 days, was eye-opening. Health, commute time, infrastructure, traffic, all of it, yeah. I will say, okay, the thing I appreciate now about America, and this was a pleasant surprise. This was a hugely pleasant surprise on my part. I found it very difficult to stay hydrated in Europe. It was kind of hard to find water, access to water, or like water that wasn't free. Or like if I bought water, it would come in a bottle like this big. And your girl drinks a lot of water. That was rough. You can drink from the taps here. Yeah, so maybe it's easier if you live there, but as someone who was like, I would leave my hotel and then I'd go to the train station, which that was also cool. I got to ride a train every day. That was fucking awesome. Never done that before. But then like I'd go to the train station and then I'd be out in the city. And so I had whatever water bottle I had on me, and when that was gone, that was it. And I don't know, I ran out quickly. It'd be like before lunch, I'd run out of water, and I didn't want to keep going back to the hotel and like paying for train tickets, you know? Yeah, ask for tap water and they don't charge you. Okay, I tried that because I Googled it. And that's what Google said. I tried that at 2 separate places and they said we don't have tap water. And even like my sister-in-law, like the waiter would leave and she'd be like, that's bullshit. What do you mean you don't have fucking tap water? That's what we said. That's what we said. And we were like, do they think we're stupid? And that we're like some tourists, or like, are they just trying to get money or something? But also like, how do you argue with that? What do you say to that? Like, I know you have tap water. Like, we can't just sit there and fight. So I don't know. We were out of luck at that point, but whatever. I was fascinated that your tap water is safe enough to drink. A lot of the times we put them through filters, and I did read that y'all's tap water was just a lot better. So that was cool. I'm imagining them cooking pasta by pouring bottled water into the pot, right? Rick, let me tell you, the amount of sass I was experiencing, because that was after my near bike crash that I had, I could have said something like that to them. But then I also didn't want to, yeah, I just don't want to start a fight. I don't want to do it. Segregated bike lanes are heaven on earth. It was very impressive. I really do wish the states would adapt that. Or, yeah, adopt it on some level. Personal space, what is that? Too many people in Amsterdam for personal space. I could see that. It was a very dense city. It was gorgeous though. The canals too, and all the boat activity was super cool. Not to brag, but the Finnish water purity is 100 out of 100. I don't want to know what mine is in Florida. Well, you know what? Honestly, I was going to speculate. I don't have much to speculate. I don't know what it is in Florida, but I do know we should filter it. And if you don't filter it, that's probably not a good idea. Like, okay, there was a time post-college. We've all been post-college. You know what it's like. You move out on your own for the first time. You have no money. You're just trying your best to survive. And I drank out of tap with no filter or anything because I couldn't afford to buy filter replacements. Like even that was just like not a thing. So for maybe like a year or two, Google says contaminants found 104. So okay, great. I'd love to hear it. That's not surprising. That's not surprising given what I know about like my local waterways and the ocean near me. But yeah, I drank unfiltered water for maybe like a year or year and a half when I first moved out of college just because I couldn't afford anything. And as soon as I could get filters, I did. And now there's no turning back. Second worst drinking water in the US. Oh, Rick, are you serious? Who's the worst? Who's worse than us? I'm not gonna lie, that's worse than I thought considering all the aquifers we have, but like, oh my god. That's sad. That's sad. That makes me excited for change coming. Oh man. Tea feels so good when you're sick. Oh. But luckily, hey, another thing I learned on this trip. My in-laws, has anyone ever tried zinc tablets? That shit saved my life. So whenever we were flying over there, felt 100% fine. And we even brought masks, you know, just in case, like, you know, we're on a 9-hour flight. If we're sitting by somebody who's obviously sick, like, oh, let's wear our masks and try not to get sick before we go on this 10-day Europe tour that, you know, we've been waiting on for so long. Alex ended up getting sick maybe like 3 days into the trip-ish. 3 or 4 days into the trip. And I started getting sick like 2 days after him. And so I had a bit of a buffer, right? I started taking zinc tablets per the advice of my like very medically inclined in-laws. So like one of them is an occupational therapist and has worked in medicine for a very long time. One of them is like a materials engineering PhD student, but also like works with materials for like oncology and like has had to study medicine. And the other one's in fucking pre-med to become a doctor. So like they know their stuff. Or not pre-med, sorry. He's like in his doctor program to become a doctor. He's in grad school. So they're all telling me, they hand me this bottle of zinc tablets. Zinc is good. Dude, it was. They were like, take this. Take it like 4 times a day. Do exactly what it says on the bottle and you're going to be fine. And I took it for a whole week straight. And you know, this is the first cold I've ever had where I didn't get a stuffy nose. And that, I mean, that was the best blessing I think I could have gotten. So if you're ever getting sick, zinc tablets are amazing. Rick and I over here with our 100 EPI score, you lucky ducks. I mean, Lilypad, you say that, but aren't you trying to move to the States? You're about to be with me. You're about to join me in the danger zone. I think, if that's still working out. Welcome. Where apparently we have easy access to water, but it sucks, so I don't know if that's good. Apparently Alabama. Does that mean what you're saying? What you're saying means that Mississippi has better drinking water than Florida. Wow, that really hurts my heart. I gotta be honest, Europe was pretty great. All in all, food was awesome. The community there, I'm shocked. No, Alabama is worse. No, that's what I mean. It's like, that means Mississippi is better than Florida, which shocks me. You know what I'm saying? Mississippi and Alabama are always the butts of the joke, and now it's not even that anymore. I need to leave. I need to get out of here. You guys are giving me a moment. Oh no. I'll just add a little chlorine in my drinking water to get used to it. You guys don't do that? Wait. Do you... Because I know there's chlorine contaminants in the water. I know even in parts of Florida, the reason we have to be careful filtering it is because I think there are sometimes very trace amounts of arsenic that they find in the facilities. Oh, hold up. Get out of here, bot. Oh god, I forget how to do this. Goodbye. There we go. Wee woo, yeah, for sure. But yeah, I'm fairly certain there's like at the filtering facilities, they find tiny bits of arsenic. And when I read that was when I was like, I'm buying filters. Even if I don't have money, I'm buying filters for my water. That makes me so sad. Oh god, what? Yeah, I mean, supposedly, sorry, my freaking nose. Supposedly, that's what the facilities are filtering out. No, we don't use filters or add anything. Yeah, we add some stuff to our water that's supposed to be good for our health. So like one of them is fluoride. It's supposed to be good for your teeth. So when you drink water, it's like a fluoride protection for your enamel. And then there's filtering facilities before your water even comes to your house, your home. And then even within your home, they recommend you have a filter. So like we have a fridge that we can just get water from our fridge and not like the tap of the sink or something. The fridge has a built-in filter, so we don't really have to worry about that. But that tends to be a higher economic thing, or like it's part of the oh my god, I'm sorry. My cold, my brain are not working. That's part of the economical like stepping stone of like getting a fridge with a filter in it, I think. So when we were out of college, we did not have that. It was drinking from the sink. And then if you have to do that, you buy a separate water filter where you have to do a whole rigmarole to filter out your water. Are you still planning to move within the US or did we infect you with the Europe bug? Rick, I have had the Europe bug for a while. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough because like, okay, realistically, probably not because the US is my home and like the culture shock would be so huge. But is it off the list if things continue to go the way they go? No. Some of that decision also has to do with like entertainment jobs are a little bit easier to get when you're in the States. Not impossible, obviously, and that door opens up internationally every day, but they are easier to get if you're a US citizen and within the States for tax reasons. And then also my husband works, like right now he's a US military contractor. So like those, you know what I mean? Those are both like really big things where it'd be like difficult to leave. But like my whole family is in the UK. They live in like Wales and Scotland and England. So like that's definitely a little bit of a backup plan of sorts. I know that's not like Europe, but it's still like a stepping stone, so to speak. We'll see. Okay. Dutch water is super high in calcium though. Oh, so good luck in keeping your bathroom clean. Do you guys have the same in Finland? I've never heard of calcium in water. That's interesting. What do you mean good luck keeping your bathroom clean? I'm a little ignorant of that. Hi, Bungus! Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. I don't think so. At least I've never heard or noticed a problem with that. Ours comes from groundwater, so maybe it doesn't have as much calcium. That's crazy that you guys don't really add much to your water either. I know that's a thing that we do. In fact, I think depending on which state you're in, the water can taste different depending on how they treat the water. So that's nuts. Okay, what else? I have Powerade, so yes. Hell yeah. Powerade is good. I haven't had it in a long time though. Okay, plans for today. If you guys are interested, I I would say pictures. It's not pictures. It's small video clips from the trip that we could talk about now that I've talked about general stuff. Or we could do our typical, like, you know, New York Times, get into it. Some combination of the two. That's kind of what I have planned. But yeah, it's just going to be a chill day as I get back into it before leaving again. I have a beer, so I'm dehydrating myself as we speak. Dang. That was another thing that was shocking. Was beer is cheaper in Germany than water? I was floored, dude. Plan A, B, C, and D, bring the chaos. Heck yeah. Oh, hey, here's something I'm excited about. Because I am back, the Steam Summer Sale, I'm buying so many games today. And I'm buying a lot of new games that I could play in like 1 or 2 streams. So that way, I find like I do like a lot of the long session games, like I'll do Baldur's Gate or Stardew Valley, and I do it for a really long time. But now I can kind of break it up with like some of these fun little games. I'm spicing it up. I don't know if this is in the travel stories, but was it the size of the library that has you shook or something else? I just really like libraries. And it was in the Rijksmuseum, so at that time, I wasn't looking at the little map that they had handed us. I was just enjoying the paintings and kind of wandering around. So I turned a corner and I opened a door, and I was not expecting like a whole ass library to be in there. You know what I mean? And I just really enjoy books. In fact, on my last day in Amsterdam, I went to 3 bookshops. And that was how I spent my day. And that was it, so it was good. I bought American Truck Simulator. Bungus. I love American Truck Simulator. I actually haven't played it, but one of my favorite like YouTuber groups, they do a Pride charity stream every June, and they call it Trans Rigs. So they make a truck that's the trans flags colors, and they drive to every state that's available in American Truck Simulator on their trans rigs, and it's just the best. It's a fun, mindless game. I have to stay away from Steam sales until my pay comes in on the 10th. Dude, I feel that. Because that was me until June. We redo our budget at the beginning of every month. And maybe after that too, to save money. Yeah, I feel that. Dude, Rick, you're on the countdown to, you're taking less hours. It's not like a sabbatical, right? You're just like pumping the brakes a bit. But you're almost there. You're almost there. Alyssa, let's go play some American Sims sometime. I'd be more than happy to. I just need the DLCs. Hell yeah. Maybe I'll do that on stream sometime too. That'd be fun. That's a chill stream. I'm really enjoying chill games like that where I can just kind of chit chat the way I am now and pump the brakes. It's good stuff. Yeah, it gets easier starting now. Oh, good. I'll have a period of 8 days with just 1 day of work in between. Hell yeah. Like a mini vacay. Oh wait, so is that a continuous thing, or is it just an 8-day period now where you just have 1 day of work as you pump the brakes? Which is good because I really bordered the burnout again. Oh yeah. Dude, take care of yourself for sure. I mean, I know you know this, and sometimes money doesn't give us a choice, but yeah, I'm glad that you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, because that stuff is rough. Bungus and Chaosbringer LTD would kick some serious butt. Bungus, maybe we could do that one day. That would be fun. That's one thing, but basically my hours are lower across the board now. Oh, okay. Do you still work the night shift sometimes, or is that also up in the air? Do you even have a choice in the matter? I don't know. Yes, yeah. Oh, okay. You have to. Okay. If you had the... Okay, this might be a dumb question. Don't. I'm sorry. I won't know unless I ask. If you had the choice to work the night shift or not, would you? Or is that something you don't really mind doing? I remember when my dad first started to work night shifts, he actually said he kind of preferred it because it was less busy. But then he got to a point where I think he was like, fuck this, give me the day shift. So I feel like sometimes that opinion could change or depend on the person. I have to figure out at times we're completely different parts of the world. Oh yeah. Bungus, I also don't have the game right now, so that may need to be on pause. But hell yeah, we could figure something out. I would not. It's bad for health to mess up your circadian rhythm. Okay, yeah. Rick, I'm on the same page as you. I agree. Even just being slightly jet lagged as I am temporarily, I hate the feeling. And I wish night shifts didn't exist. This might be a hot take, but I kind of wish, like when COVID hit, in the States at least, we used to have very I don't know, it was like everything was available all the time, right? There were 24-hour stores available. I don't know if it was that way like in other countries per se, but so many stores were open 24/7, which means people obviously have to be working at all times of the day. So when COVID hit and a lot of companies were freaking out, they cut back on those hours, right? And now that has maintained. I kind of wish people would do that more. Or I also noticed, I don't know, when I was in Europe, I noticed that a lot of places, at least in Germany, maybe in other places too. I was in Germany on a Sunday and like everywhere was closed on Sunday, which I know could be a pain in the ass if you need groceries, but also like it's kind of nice to give people a day off. Like nurses have 30% more cancer incidents because of shift work. Rick, do they really? That's crazy. That's nuts. I didn't realize it was 30% more. Is it proven that it's because of shift work too? I mean, honestly, like I said, that doesn't surprise me. Sleep is super important. It's very cheap. I can't check the price in dollars. Oh, okay. Bungus, that's good to know. I'll look into that. I'm gonna do some Steam shopping later. It's gonna be good. I think one of the games I want to play next on Steam, it's called, have you guys heard of, that's probably $3. Yeah, it's definitely affordable. Have you guys heard of the Duck Detective and the Secret Salami? I really want to play that game on stream. It looks so freaking cute. Yeah, messing up your circadian rhythm is really bad. I feel it. I hated doing it just these couple of times. The red-eye flight sucks. I did not enjoy it. Oh, it's Steam Summer Sale, isn't it? Dude, it is. I'm so excited for it. Alright. Let me... Hold on. I'm gonna open a thing. Ah. Oop, okay. Cool. I'm gonna do show and tell, where I've picked out select clips I'm gonna blow through if people want to see the Europe trip, and we'll just talk about it, hang, and then maybe I'll play Stardew or something. I have not, but that sounds fun. Is it about detecting ducks or being a detective duck? It is about being a detective duck, and that's what I think I want to play first from the Steam Summer Sale. I might do it tomorrow and Wednesday, because then, heads up, this is the last week that's like really freaking weird with my schedule. No, I've not. How is Percy? He's good. I'll get there in one sec. This is the last week that's like really weird with my schedule. So I'm going to stream today and tomorrow like usual. Thursday, I am out of town one more time, but it's only for the weekend. So I'm doing my Thursday stream on Wednesday. So you're getting me for the next 3 days, all in a row. And Rick, I remembered your suggestion that you put in Discord about updating like the schedule on Twitch, or like putting on a vacation mode or something. I'm gonna do that literally after this stream, just so people have that. I'll put it in the Discord. trying to make people as informed as possible. So that's kind of the plan. But yeah, Detective Duck. I think I want to do that the next 2 days. I think I can get it done in 2 streams, and it would be really fun. Okay, how is Percy? He's doing great. He stayed with my parents for the 10 days. He was very excited to see us. And today he had a grooming appointment. So now he's all soft and smells nice, and his hair is all cut. He's all clean for the summer, which is nice. He's so nice. Guys, nothing is better than having a hot cup of tea when you're a little sick. Am I right? All right, let's do this. This is gonna work, right? I hope so. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so I'm gonna buzz through some photos. Not even photos, video clips. I think I said that already. The cold's kicking my brain out of whack. Sorry. I often take short video clips because I found over many years of traveling, I like it better than pictures. I don't take very good pictures on my iPhone, and because I don't really have a nice camera, that is what I use, just my iPhone. And I find that videos kind of like stick out better for me. It puts me kind of in that place more, and especially as I'm starting to make my first YouTube videos, it's really cool to have the options to stick some of those clips into videos in the future. So you'll be seeing a lot of clips that vary from like 3 or 4 seconds to like 15 seconds. I think I left out all the really long ones, or ones where I'm talking to the camera, or like Alex is talking to the camera or something. I think I left those out. So yeah, we're just gonna bop around. we're just gonna do that. Oh, you could add a 1 point redeem for first. Wait, I don't think I understand. You could add a 1 point redeem for first, just so we can win more internet brownie points. Oh, you mean like for channel points? Like first in chat. Can I do that? How do I do that? So 1 redeem per stream. Oh, that's a cute idea. Rick, how? Because like, okay, I think I know what you're saying, but not 100%. How would I do that? Ranges from 3 or 4 seconds to 15 seconds. Sounds like my love life. Aw, I'm sorry, dude. All right, I've also got the volume off just because a lot of this doesn't matter. It's just background noise. This is driving through the Black Forest, which oddly enough felt like North Carolina. If you've been to North Carolina, USA, this is what it looks like. And I couldn't believe it. Minus things like the bridges and the buildings and shit. That floored me. But what was interesting is Alex is from German ancestry. Have you guys seen Alex? I don't know if he's shown his face on stream. I mean, his picture is on his Discord profile picture, so it's not like it's a secret. But he's like of German ancestry, and he like low-key looks like it. But our last names like are also Weidner. That's his last name. Weidner, very German name. Found out that the Weidners are from the Black Forest area of Germany from like generations ago, and there's apparently a like primary source of like one of his great grandfathers or something saying that when they settled and first found the United States and just came to the New World and they found North Carolina, they decided to stay there because of how much it reminded them of home. And I just thought that was wild because it does really feel like you're just going through Appalachia. This is just more of the Black Forest. We got to walk around and hike. There was like this cute little church we ended up going to. We went to the Hofgutsternen, which I didn't know anything about, but apparently like Marie Antoinette had stayed here, and there's like a whole story with her staying at this inn, which was nuts. A channel point redeem. I don't know how to do it, but a lot of streamers have them and it's fun. Rick, if you could put that in the Discord, I'll do some digging for that in the next couple days. Because I also think that sounds cute. I would like there to be more, if we can get more hype and activity in the beginning of a stream, that would be awesome. And that sounds like a fun way to do it. I think you can just choose one limit per stream in the settings somewhere. Okay, cool. Absolutely love old German buildings. Dude, it's gorgeous. The stone and the wood. Like, look at this. The train? Send me. Trains, send me. Okay, wait, I have to tell you the story about this dog. Been in Europe and didn't tell me. Chillax, I've been talking about this for months. But yeah, I was in Europe. That's why I haven't been streaming as much. I was in Europe for the last 10 days. And I'm back, baby. Okay, so this dog's name, guys. This dog was in Breisach in a cafe we found. His name is Bruno. And he came up to me because he wanted my chocolate muffin. And then I ended up petting him. He let me pet him a bunch. I love him. He's just this cute little old guy. I don't think it's the next video. Yeah, I have a video somewhere that Alex took because he came up to me later. Do you guys know what a Kong toy is? It's a big red rubber toy that you give to dogs. But they're very well known if you're a dog owner because they're hollow and you often stick like peanut butter or something in the middle and give it to them. It's a very popular toy for dogs. But he left in the middle of me petting him and I was really sad. But he went and found his toy and gave it to me. And we played fetch in the cafe. And I was honored. I was honored. No, that's not a doggo. That's me. But it was Bruno. Okay, so this, I freaked out. This is Our Lady of Strasbourg. Notre Dame. I don't speak French. My German's all right. I'm not going to pretend to be a French speaker. But this is the first time I've seen a cathedral like this in my whole GD life. And I mean, look at that. We literally didn't see it until we popped around a corner and we were right in front of it. And my little art brain exploded. I cannot convey to you, even though this is like a crisp sort of picture, the amount of detail in this floored me. Do all of you Europeans live near this shit every day? Because I couldn't believe it. I was so taken aback. No, it's me in real form. It's my true form. Bruno the dog. Oh, that's pretty part and parcel in Europe. Are you serious? I mean, that doesn't surprise me because, okay, this was on like day 2 and my first time seeing it was floored. By the end of it, I was seeing a lot more cathedrals, so I can see how maybe you're less enamored with it. My little American brain couldn't get over it. Oh, I wish this was flipped. I had to get this because if Beefmaster was here, he'd be freaking out. This is OG original medieval music, which I actually learned how to read this a bit in college. Which, I don't know. My little music brain had to get all this. Was super cool. And I didn't even know that would be on display. This is inside the cathedral. It was like amazing. The color of the stained glass windows floored me. I just couldn't. Like, look at this. You guys live with this? The iPhone quality isn't even doing it justice. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely like shrinking down the magnitude. But yeah, this just had my little brain doing cartwheels. Look at this. Like, can we talk about the composition of this shot? I took this shot specifically because I kind of want to paint it. We went and it was an overcast day, which you'll see we got poured on, so I could not go shopping in Strasbourg, which was disappointing. But we at least got to come here. It was super overcast and very early in the morning, which is why the lighting is so soft and gentle. I think it would have been coming through these windows a lot brighter, but I love this shot and I want to paint it because of how these colors pop against like a super dark value wall back here. And then it kind of cuts out like this line into like a mid-ground and foreground kind of thing. I don't know. I know I'm getting all like up in the art stuff, but like it's just so nice. So nice. And then you could desaturate everything and have the colors pop right here. It's just like so good. It's so good. Yeah, most of those took hundreds of years to build. That was what some of the tour guides said. It was amazing. It was normal back in the day to start projects you would not be alive to see finished. Now, sadly, it's like nothing gets done and it takes more than one election cycle. Yeah. But this cathedral in particular, I guess, has a story where, I mean, I'm sure as you all know, in World War II, around France and Germany, a lot of places got bombed. So these places were destroyed. And in some cities, they restored things back as they were, or in other cities, like Cologne, which I also went to and learned that, they built back, restored some, but built back, I guess, more modern and built new from there. This place in particular is what the movie Monument Men is based on, where to somewhat protect the history, they took out the stained glass windows. So they actually like removed them. I might be getting the story a teeny bit wrong here, but I think they removed them and like hid them underground so that when it did get bombed, and I think it did, the original windows weren't destroyed. And then it was like years later, the original windows were found. Like, that's another thing. I guess they like didn't tell where they were or something, but the windows were found and then put back in after the fact. So these are still the original windows, despite some previous destruction, which I just thought was really neat. I love history. It's so cool. In Hungary, there was one super nice building. It wasn't a church, but similar style to this, where a bomb fell on it. By sheer luck, it was a dud. Yo, Rick. Okay, you'll see later. We went to a place called Koblenz in Germany, and they were saying that to this day, they still find dud bombs in Germany randomly. And so I guess they found one within the last few years in Koblenz that, get this, he was talking about how much the Germans love IKEA, which made me smile because I fucking love IKEA. It's slowly taking over America as well. We love it here. But he was saying that I guess the IKEA in Koblenz was built over a dud bomb and they didn't know it until like a few years ago. So they had to go in and extract it, which I thought was so funny. I mean, we all did, because no one like got hurt, thank God, but that's super interesting. Yeah, the stained glass window thing was cool. This is an astronomical clock, which is awesome. It tells you all kinds of information. Like, we were there and it was a full moon, so like this is moon phases, that's why it's gold. It's like where the planets are, time of day, obviously. This is like a whole thing where this is like a skeleton guy, and there's like a baby, a teenager, a man, an old man, and like every quarter of the hour they walk by. It was just really cool. I like stuff like this. I was walking around Strasbourg when the rain wasn't so bad, because then later it got real bad. Is that next? Yeah, dude, look at this rain. This was a lot. This was a lot for even my little Floridian body. I don't know, it was too much. And this is the one day I wore like shoes that, I don't know, could get wet. I was prepared for walking, not rain. So when they got wet, I was done. This is us miserable in the rain. We were so tired. We were so done for. I just thought this was nice. I kind of want to paint this too with the railroad tracks and the lighting here. I really like taking shots like this and making them feel a bit more magical in the painting process. But this is when we started getting to Speyer, Germany. Yeah, when we lived in Hungary, they found a dud bomb next to the bridge, and we almost missed our plane to vacation in Finland. Because shutting down the bridge messed up traffic so bad. That's nuts. The railroad picture would make a great study if you still plan on doing those. Yeah, I absolutely do, like you did with the mountains. Rick, it's funny you say that. I'm currently doing a handful of them right now as one of the first YouTube videos I'm gonna do. I'm doing more stuff like that on stream too, but I have been doing those in the background. And yeah, I just, the lighting here, I think there's something that could really be done with this. I got a couple railroad shots like that. So yeah, this is walking into Speyer. This is apparently the largest Romanesque church in the world, which is cool. Apparently they're not normally as big and grand as like the Gothic churches. But yeah, this was neat. I had a fun time looking at this guy. I'm also shocked that a lot of these cathedrals were built out of sandstone. I mean, I don't know what I thought they would have been built out of, but sandstone wasn't on my bingo card. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, wait. I gotta show you guys this. Just because this made me happy. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Moving this over here. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, wait. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. I got to stand next to that cathedral whenever it hit noon, and I was standing right in front of it, and the bells made me so happy. I had never heard bells go off like that, and I felt like I was in a bit of a dream. It also seems like a stupid tourist standing on the railroad kind of video. Yeah, but Rick, the lighting. Hold on, I'm going back to that. Hold on. Where's my thing? There it is. Hold on. You gotta see it for the vision. Don't you see the vision? We're like right here. Look at how the light cuts off from the shadow, and there's like a dapple effect here. And it kind of comes in through the trees here, but then you got this guy that's in dark. And then like you got all these like human-made structures pointing at the lightest bit. It's you know, it's the lighting. That's what got me. Dang, that's a whole castle. Dude, it was. I didn't get to go inside because this was the day, it was Sunday. So it's a Catholic church. And there was a mass going on. And they were like, you can go inside, but if you go inside, you can't leave until mass is over. And the boat's gonna leave by then. So we were like, oh, okay. I guess that's it. But yeah, wait, here, I don't know if you guys can hear this. The bells? That's so cool. That made me so happy. I thought that was the neatest thing in the whole world. Actually, that's not true, because then that day later, something unexpected happened. But yeah, very pretty church. There's a lot of detail here. I'm really I kept a lot of photos and videos to myself just because I didn't want to bore you. There was like over 400 things, and I'm already on day 3 or 4. So I didn't want to bore you guys with like, I took a lot of close-up shots for like studies or art references, stuff in the future, and that's just, you don't need to stare at close-up brick texture, you know what I mean? Or like references for church windows if I do a fantasy piece that needs that. Yeah, it's just not necessary. Yeah, but the lighting, choo-choo. I mean, yeah, that's basically what happened to me with the bikes in Amsterdam, so I got my comeuppance later, Rick. It did come to get me. Yeah, in a lot of cities you hear those bells going off all over because there's so many cathedrals. That blew my mind. I did notice that more as the trip went on too. I don't think it comes across as well in the video just because, again, like iPhone quality, right? But standing right in front of such a large church with the bells going off was, I don't know, it was cool. It was a really neat experience, and I'm glad that was also my first time hearing bells go off. That was really neat. But yeah, I did definitely start hearing it more and more kind of close up or in the distance as we went. You guys got a lot of cool stuff over there. At least that's how it was in Budapest. Yeah. Oh no, I definitely noticed it more if we went in the river. Okay, wait. I have to tell you. Did I put the picture in here? This has to do with that the brick wall and the pool that some of you guys were confused about in Discord. When I was in Speyer and after we went to that Roman cathedral, we had free time. And this was the day where Alex got sick and everyone else was tired. So I was like, I'm walking around Europe by myself. I'm doing this. So I went around and I just wandered. And as I wandered, I came across a Jewish heritage museum in Speyer specifically, where apparently the Jews were all kind of ran out and killed, basically, in the year 1500. And I was talking to our tour guide about that, and he was like, oh yeah, that Jewish Heritage Museum is really great. They're even a new UNESCO site as of like a year or two ago. And so I was like, oh, that sounds like amazing. I'm gonna go do that. So I go to this museum by myself, get confused as a local, and try out my German, which was hysterical. It did not work. But the dude was super nice, and it was fun to kind of practice that for a bit. And I go through this museum by myself thinking I'm just going into the building and they've saved a couple of window frames from the synagogue that burnt down that I learned from the walking tour, right? Or like a couple of tablets of scripture, stuff like that. And then I watch a video in the museum all about the synagogue and this structure called a mikveh. So I go do all that in the museum, and I walk outside and I think, oh cool, that was a really fun experience. Walk out, and it turns out the synagogue and the mikveh are like right in front of me. And at the end of the museum, you can go and walk around inside of them, which I did not know. This was not a part of the walking tour. I talked separately to the tour guide, who's a local, about this and just asked their opinion on it. I was by myself, so like not with my family, and like no other person from the tour went with me here. So I'm by myself, and I'm walking around the synagogue, which was just very powerful to think that like hundreds of years ago, I don't know, the kind of worship that was taking place there and what had happened, and I was getting to stand right in the middle of it. It was just really neat. And then this is the mikveh. So if you don't know, like I didn't, a mikveh is an underground ritual bath where you literally, how like this is going down, it goes down like two kind of like floors, sort of, or like half floors, and you're in a chamber that then has a spiral staircase that leads down to the ritual bath. I will say the lighting here was shite, so it's hard to get some stuff, but it was so cool. I did not know I would actually get to go inside the ritual bath. You know what I mean? That seems like such a sacred thing. And when I was like, you're telling me I'm going down here like by myself, completely alone, I was shocked. So like, here's walking down the tunnel, and this is where it might make more sense. You could look down into the goddamn ritual bath. So like, there it is. It all has to be natural water. So there's light coming in from above because it has to be like rainwater or stuff that like seeps in. Yeah, it was nuts. I was floored, and I just felt, I don't know, I was having a moment being there alone and getting to go inside a ritual bath. That seems so important and fundamental. You know what I mean? I didn't think when I went to that museum I would be getting to go in something like this. So like, even when I was going back to the boat and like telling my family about like, guys, I just did this thing, they were like, really? Thanks, Sucks getting sick on vacation. Hope it didn't ruin his trip. I don't think it did. There were some days that were rough for him, and then I caught it a couple days later too. And like, we had less energy the second half of the trip, but I think we still got to see a lot, which, you know, I'm thankful for that. It do go down. It's like a baptism, right? Yeah, it is. It does feel very sacred. Yeah. It was used for, oh, I took pictures of the plaques and stuff too, because I wanted to make sure the information was correct. It was definitely used for, women would come down here. They would take ritual baths before being married. Oh, it had something to do with pregnancy too. I want to say after they had a baby, they would come down here and also do a ritual bath. And also after any menstrual period. And I think those are the times when you definitely would and do like a cleansing of sorts. There might be other times too, right? I'm not an expert, but I do think those were times when it was like particularly important. So then again, lighting shit. This is the worst camera work you've ever seen around here. Oh no, I didn't put it in. I must get to the photos later. I took photos, which must be at the end of this little file I made, because I did get to walk down here and it goes up the stairs. I didn't see that. Accidentally put my feet in, which felt like a bit of a sin. I did not mean to do that, but I did. I technically put my feet in the mikvah in the ritual bath on accident. It was very dark. I'll get to those photos later though. So that's kind of what we saw there. Oh dear. Yeah, it was a mistake. I had shoes on. I like to think maybe that's not as bad as people throwing money down here. That also felt wrong. I feel like maybe that's not the best either. I was trying to be respectful, I swear. Oh dear, well you're either more blessed now or very unblessed. That's true. I was really trying to be respectful. There's just pretty gardens everywhere. I really enjoyed your gardens everywhere, gang. This isn't a place called Rudesheim, which I didn't get to see too much of. I was only out for dinner and it felt very pretty, but just full of restaurants and kind of like, I don't know, cozy little town like this. Again, some of this stuff is like cute for pictures. That was the day though of the German World Cup match, and I ended up getting off the boat because some of the stuff on the boat felt really touristy, and I was getting a little like when I go on vacations, I like to do things that locals do and try to just like immerse myself in it. That's how I like to do vacations. So here I'm actually joining a public viewing, which is another thing I didn't know you guys did. Whenever a World Cup game was on, even if it wasn't your country, everyone and their mother went out to public viewings where TVs would just be out, or like cranes would be holding projector screens and stuff. And I didn't know that. Hey, Crumpy. So like anywhere you walked around, you'd be hearing like chants for football, soccer, whatever. I don't know what to call it anymore. So we found one just outside the boat, and it was really cute, where all of these guys were Germans and they were playing Switzerland, and there were like 2 Swiss guys right here. And that was it. And we found a table and sat behind them and then just hung out. So that was fun. Very much enjoyed it. Y'all's football culture is so fun and very different than American football. Or like, because, you know, American football here is like our big thing with like Super Bowl Sunday and like tailgating. But like y'all get crazy about soccer. I think it's a little worse than American football fans. It's crazy. But kind of in an admirable way. I really liked it. Nice. How do you do, fellow Germans? Yes. That's what it felt like. I was really trying. I was trying that day. Yeah, the energy gets fun at those things. It's almost like being at the stadium. I could feel that. There was one day we were in Cologne during the English-Slovenia match. And let me tell you what, there were a lot of really, really smelly, drunk men walking around shirtless in Cologne. And it was a lot. It was a lot. If I'm being honest, that bit, because I can imagine those were the serious fans, right? And they're in the same way that what I would call like the really serious redneck tailgaters at a football game here in the States, you know what I mean? It was kind of like a similar vibe, and it made me feel a bit better. I don't know. It was like we're all the same. I had a moment of thinking we're all the same when it comes to sports. My brother's friend was Italian, so he got beer poured on him during Italy versus England a few years ago. He was very loud about his joy about Italy scoring goals, though. Smelly drunk men. I mean, it was a vibe. We have smelly drunk men at American sports things, too, so it's... You know, we're all the same here. How you cute papayas doing? Hey, Miley! We're just doing a quick little tour of my trip. I think we're like halfway done. And we were talking a lot before, but... We have smelly drunk men in a Walmart. We absolutely do, Crumpy, but wouldn't you say that smelly drunk men in a Walmart get worse on, like, NFL Sunday? You know what I mean? Like, it was kind of like that. Especially Super Bowl stuff, right? Like playoffs and shit. That stuff gets serious. Hope you had a good trip. I did. It was really good. I'm recovering a bit from a cold right now, so I'm just kind of chit-chatting, doing a little show and tell, but as my friends call it, I got the travel suds. So I'm just kind of hanging out right now. Not sure worse, but more common. That's true. It's more frequent on an NFL Sunday. I'll give him that. But yeah, this was cute. This little German boy kept trying to get me and Alex's attention. He was very fascinated in us. And it was cute. He kept showing off his toys and throwing them. Hello, I'm excited for these photos. Aw, I'm so glad you guys are here. Adrian, if you're curious, I showed a bunch of more stuff earlier too, so you could watch some of it on the VOD, but then also I'm sure I'll be showing you more of these and telling you a bunch of stories soon too. So then at one point, going up the Middle Rhine, I learned that this is the greatest density of castles in the entire world. So we spent 2.5 hours on the top of the boat. They give you a little map, which is nice. And literally every mile or two, castle. It's like, boom, castle, castle's there. Castles, and they're all built on the river. That doesn't include any castles built just a little bit further inland. That was crazy. And I took a lot of kind of shoddy pictures because, again, my iPhone quality, especially, like, this was at noon, right? Noon, sun, sucks. Don't take pictures if you want them to be good at noon in the middle of the day. But that was when we were sailing past this part. So I took a couple pictures and videos in lieu of maybe, like, time-lapse effects, you know, stuff like that. And maybe, you know, this is something I can take with and do a really quick sketch study, stuff like that. We're gonna see what I can do with it, but I don't have too much to show here, unfortunately, just because that stuff is a little lackluster on my iPhone's end, so that kind of blows. But the medieval version of Keeping Up with the Joneses, it kind of felt like that. There was even one castle that was literally named Katz, which is cat in German, and one named Maus, which is mouse in German. You know, not a surprise. But they were literally named Cat and Mouse and built one after the other. And named so as like a little joke. I thought that was funny. This is just more of that part of the river. Crossing these little bends around these little river towns was just so gorgeous. This is so nice. The urge to just go live in a castle on the river. Adrian, it's strong. Listen. I can't tell you how many castles on this part of the river, on the Rhine, the Middle Rhine. Guys, a lot have been bought up by wealthy businessmen from all over the world. And they've bought them, and then they've restored them, and then turned them into a hotel. Some of them you can stay in either as a hotel or as like a Airbnb private rental place. And you can indeed stay in these very castles in the Middle Rhine. And at first, I was like, oh, that's funny. But then it kind of became a joke because it was like 6 or 7 castles were like, yeah, and oh, by the way, now it's a hotel, so you can stay there. And that one there, Airbnb. There's one that was a youth hostel. There's another one that's actually a private family's home, and they do live there. So sometimes you can just apparently buy the castles and do whatever the hell you want with them, so that's fun. Oh, this is in Koblenz. I got to ride this cable car across the Rhine to get up to like a military fort. I just thought this was neat. I thought that was a cool shot. Koblenz was cool. It was like a slower paced day, but I enjoyed it. This was part of Koblenz. This is another, I think, Roman era church that we didn't get to go inside, but it's so pretty. Look at this. And this little garden here. So that garden at the bottom used to be a grave site in the Middle Ages, and then at some point they converted it into a garden, and so there are more graves on the other side. But I just thought that was a really interesting little tidbit. There's a shocking amount of renovating an old castle, villa, etc. YouTube channels. They're fun to watch. You know, Rick, that sounds up my alley because I have gotten into the habit of watching like sorry, still got that cough. I've gotten into the habit of watching like cabin building or like cabin renovating, stuff like that, or building a log cabin from scratch. Alex and I love doing that on like cozy Saturday and Sunday mornings. Because a lot of time it's kind of just like ASMR and they're just like, you know, cutting down a log to size and then like building a wall for their cabin. But I do also really like house projects like that. I should watch castle videos. That'd be cool. Living the dream, living in a flippin' castle. I know. I love it. I want to do it. Maybe if I do ever move to Europe, I can make that happen. You think I can do that with a freelance artist salary? Can I do that? Can I live in here? Another thing Alex and I have joked about, I don't think we would ever do this unless the deal is like too good to be true or it's a right fit. But we have also seen in the States and in Europe and the UK, this seems ubiquitous, of old like abandoned churches being converted into homes. That's something that actually Alex has watched a YouTube video. His name is Mumbo Jumbo. I think he used to be a Minecraft YouTuber too, but Mumbo Jumbo does really excellent film work as well. And he's converted a church, I think in the UK, into his home. And that shit just looks so cool. I love watching those. My favorite parts are always the old architecture. Dude, for real. I love it. Bet those flowers are popping off. Hella fertilizer under there. All the dead bodies. Oh, wait. Hold on. I gotta pause the chill beats. I also had a really cool idea of filming this and doing a fun editing trick. If I ever make a video with any of these clips ever. This guy was just playing accordion in Koblenz, and the kind of music he was playing gave me the warm fuzzies. I don't know if you can hear it. It just makes me happy. That shit just makes me so happy. I know it's quiet, and I have plans to bump it if I ever do make a video with it. But like, goddamn, listening to him play, I could have just sat there for hours. I love that kind of music so much. It's so good. It makes me happy. Survival cooking videos is the best on a cozy Sunday afternoon. Survival cooking videos. Lilypad, if you don't mind, could you drop a... Actually, also, Rick for the castle videos. If anyone has videos of this kind of stuff, can y'all drop it in the Discord? Because I love everything you're talking about. And I feel like all of my YouTubers in the last year have fallen off the face of the planet and they don't really post anymore. So I need new YouTubers. If you could help fill that void, that would be awesome. Please and thank you. As long as you price it at 100K per artwork, then yeah, no problem. Or if you win the lottery tomorrow, y'all are welcome to come renovate a castle and villa with me. Dude, hell yeah. I would do it. I joke around with my D&D friends all the time. I mean, you know, Crumpy and Miss Leopard are, I think they're here. We half joke about buying like 20 acres of land and making a commune, because apparently we need that. I'm over here. Yeah, we need that commune to survive in this economy. Okay, so this is in Cologne. We do need that, exactly. That's how we survive. Crumpy and Miss Leopard, if you do go into the VOD to see the first half of the trip and the stuff I'm talking about, you're gonna learn some sad facts about Florida's drinking water. Did you know that Florida has the second worst drinking water in our entire country? And in Europe, it's a 100, well, in Northern Europe, the Netherlands and Finland at least, it's a 100 out of 100 purity rate and is totally safe to drink. And it just, stuff like that makes me crazy. Ben talks about a commune nonstop, dude. I don't trust people who don't go through a let's set up a commune phase in their life. It's necessary. We need it to survive in this economy. It's just the way of things now. It's truly 90% of his talking points. Is it really? I'm kind of shocked that that's something he's talked about so much. That's interesting though. My water got tested for lead regularly where I grew up, so I believe it. Miss Leopard, I didn't know that. Holy shit. Yeah, there's 6 of us in our D&D group. Kumteka and his wife are in it too, and we're all like, let's just have a commune. Although Kumteka and his wife apparently, guys, have a plan to get into France because Kumteka might have a way to get French citizenship. So that's their backup plan. They might just leave and go live on a vineyard or something somewhere. So good luck at the end of the US, apparently. Yeah, it's honestly not much of an exaggeration even. In which Discord channel can I post? I'm not too particular with rules. You can do it in links. You can do it in the reminders even. You can do it in the chat. Yeah. Those are just kind of like rough guidelines. It's wherever you feel like it's most appropriate. He is really into it. Unfortunately, I have $3. And you can hire the Loch Ness Monster to take you across the Atlantic. Okay, so this is in Cologne. They do the thing like in Paris, I did not know this, where you buy a lock and you can write you and your lover's name on it and put it on the bridge. And there's many, 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 as you can see. It crosses the entire bridge. This is just on my side of it. It was very cool. Yeah, it goes, you see this? You see this bridge all the way back? This is locks. And they had to start putting it over here because there's too many locks. And you can't really see from the image here or like too far back. They're only on this side of the bridge. There's a ton of extra rivets to hold all the weight. And the rivets are not on this far side because there are no locks. They don't need it. So that's kind of interesting. I thought you had to read something about them outlawing this recently. They might have. I think it's like, oh, although that might be in Paris. I did hear people talking about changes happening with this because of the extra weight. It's like starting to actually bend the bridge, apparently. I also learned about how for the Olympics they're trying to clean the Seine River, speaking of clean water. And that was interesting. You ever look at those and just wonder how many of those are couples that were celebrating their 3rd anniversary or are broken up now? Oh, 3rd month anniversary. I do. I wonder how many of these are like, you know what I mean? Maybe they'd grown old together, or maybe they were just like teenagers. But honestly, that's kind of cute. What if there was like summer flings and stuff on here, right? That's the beautiful part of it, is love is fleeting. I always think that when I see those. I don't go, oh, love. I go, divorce. You guys are too cynical. Coming from me, that's saying something. Where do you put your one night stand lock? I mean, honestly, maybe people have done that though. Maybe someone knew it was just a summer fling. Like, we're only going to be together this month. Let's put our lock on the bridge and celebrate what we have. But isn't that kind of beautiful? Maybe I'm just a romantic, which I am. I'll own it. On the door. I go down our local bridge every month to lock another one. Wait, do you really, Lilypad? Do you guys have this where you live in the Netherlands too? That's cool. I just thought this was neat. This is just more of Cologne. This is my first time seeing a train station up close, and I was like, oh my gosh. Also, this was right by a church that had a, No, I don't. You should start one. Start one, put a new lock on there with completely different names, and then it'll just become an urban legend, you know? People will go. America doesn't have train stations. Not the way you guys do. If you do, they're extremely difficult to find. They're not out in the open, and they're only in major metropolitan areas like Boston or Chicago. Or they're underground, like the New York subway, right? But yeah, being in Amsterdam and using that train system, I was fucking floored. I couldn't believe it. This was the cathedral in Cologne, which, again, I was floored. This one is probably 3 times as big as the one I saw in Strasbourg, which couldn't believe. Yeah, this is the cathedral here. And this is us sailing away in the evening. It's just so pretty. Look at all these cute little shops. Like, it just, you guys are really lucky. All right, after Germany, we've made it to the Netherlands, where I took a lot of shots of windmills. So I was just feeling my artsy self. This adorable old man is a volunteer at the Kinderdijk windmills, and he was teaching us about the windmill mechanics. You can't really see it, but there's like a huge chart behind him. And he was showing us like the woodworker's tools, which Alex was losing his mind about. And like how millers, I didn't know this, that millers live inside the windmills. Did you guys know that people live inside windmills? Because I didn't. I had no idea. And walking inside the windmills, all I could think about was Ocarina of Time and that crazy old man playing the Song of Storms. This was gorgeous. I thought the Netherlands was so pretty. You guys are like a prettier version of Florida with clean drinking water, apparently. I'll just lock a stray bike to a streetlight every month until we get a bike-shaped Christmas tree. That's amazing. Like, look at this. Okay. I will say, I wanted to bring this up specifically because I told this to Alex. I literally thought of you all, and I thought about when we played Baldur's Gate on stream. And whenever we went through the bog with the witch lady, and remember how, like, I apparently missed the intelligence check and it looked all pretty. I'm like, oh, nice little pretty swamp or whatever. And you guys were like, oh, is this what Florida's like? And I was like, no, we don't have rocks. But I was like, even the grass and stuff, I was like, it's brown and it's spiky and it's not pretty. This is like what I think people think Florida looks like, and it doesn't. This is very green and nice, and these lily pads are pretty. In Florida, this would all be like algae floating on the top of the water. I think this is what y'all expected, and it's not. America basically only uses trains for some cargo hauling. Yeah, and then it's like, I know in Florida, we just recently had the Brightline put in, which is like our newest train system, and that's apparently really expensive. To ride a ticket from one city to another. Oh, guys. Okay, guys. Floridians in my chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't it like hundreds of dollars? Another bot, I'm guessing. I think so too. But that one got caught. Hell yeah. I'm fairly certain that the tickets to go from like Miami to Jacksonville, which granted that's a long way, but it's something like $1,200, isn't it? Oh, for 12 rides. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of. Raise it to like $1,000 for 12 rides. So, guys, if you want to ride the train 12 times, I guess it doesn't matter where you're going. You just want to get on that train 12 times. It's like $1,000. Miss Leopard, Oh, wait. Oh no, Miss Leopard. I'm sorry, you got timed out. If you posted a link, that's not allowed. I'm sorry.
Smite!
She did get smited. God damn, I'm sorry. Lamau smited. Your own wife got smited, dude. I didn't, though. What'd you do? What did it say you got timed out for? I can't see why. It just says 11 messages were deleted. RIP. Isn't Alex the mod? He is, but I also have stream elements for like auto modding, just so like people can't post like a fucking porn link or something. You know what I mean? Or people can't like spam. I put commuter with a bunch of quotations. Oh yeah, it would. Yeah, it probably detected that as spam. I'm sorry. Ugh, I'm sorry. My cough is rearing up. Hold on, I missed some messages too. Yeah, like a lighthouse. A lot of them are converted into cool houses. We actually got to walk inside of one, which was super cool. I don't have too many videos on that or pictures. Alex got more of that and I haven't gotten his stuff yet. Gosh. My cough. But yeah, we did get to walk inside the lighthouses, and that was super cool. We even got to meet one of the millers, because millers still live in these guys to keep the, like the dikes from flooding. That's, I guess, what these are used for, which I never really thought about, but that was really cool. Okay, let's see what we got. Speaking of Baldur's Gate, I've been playing with a mod that turns Baldur's Gate 3 into a roguelike. That's been fun. Miley, post that in the Discord. What is that like? That's so cool. What? Yeah, I feel like a lot of people think Florida looks like this and it doesn't. This is much prettier. Kinderdijk was cool. I was trying to emphasize the hilarity of it being the commuter price. I know. Yeah, so that's the thing. Okay, that's what I was saying. Speaking of trains and what trains were like over there, I think for every time I got onto the train in Amsterdam, it cost me $3. It was like $3 to $4 or something per ride to ride that around the city. Whereas I guess for 12 rides, it's $1,000 here. So no, we don't have trains in America. It's you buy a car, you get fucked. That's what it feels like. Out here causing problems. No, I'm sorry. That's why we have the smite lore. Because people get smited. I just really like the windmills. I even bought a little bowl that has windmill art in it because I just thought they were really cute. I mean, look at them. They're adorable. Oh, this is a bit inside. Guys, this is a house. This was a house. People lived in here with these kinds of stairs. This is the second floor. On the other side of this here, there's a way down. There's a way down here. None of the ways up or down make any sense. It was just nuts. And then this is the view outside. Like, how freaking cool. There are definitely pretty areas of Florida, but they're few and far between. Suburban development is honestly demolishing natural Florida. Ms. Leopard, okay, I would totally agree with you. I think there are parts of Florida that do look like this, particularly out in the Everglades, and I feel like that's because it's a national park that's protected. There's apparently also an old road in Florida that drives through St. Augustine, but it's an old dirt road. It's unpaved, it's untouched. And the pictures I've seen of that do look gorgeous, but I think in large part because it hasn't been touched by suburbia. I am also really sad that where I live, I'm near a lot of different waterways. I'm near like rivers, oceans, springs, lakes. There's a lot of different kinds of water near me. And a lot of it is like actively being contaminated by corporations, like sewage waste being dumped when it's not supposed to be, but it is. So like some of that is, I think, what's taking away from stuff like this, which is unfortunate. All right, and then we go from Kinderdijk to Amsterdam, the city of bikes and canals, where I only almost got ran over once in front of the Rijksmuseum. I didn't die. What do you think of Dutch stairs? Is that what those ladders were? Is that what the ladders were? I just thought they were like weird ladders. They were extremely steep. And because that was when the cold was really starting to hit me, I felt a little afraid. Like my balance was off and I was really gripping onto the rails. Do the Dutch... wait, the Dutch do like steep death promising stairs. Okay, if those were Dutch stairs, I did like them. They were scary considering my sinuses weren't my friend that day. I would not want them all the time. This is in front of the Rijksmuseum. Again, just like a cute little house I thought painting one day would be adorable. I really liked how the light was kind of shimmering off this roof texture. These little parasol cover things were adorable. Like just, oh, gorgeous. This is a garden outside the Rijksmuseum. Also, this is when a heat wave, as I'm sure some of you Europeans know, a heat wave hit. It was hot. It was hot these days in the Netherlands. I think in Fahrenheit, it was like 85 degrees Fahrenheit. And then early in the trip, it was like in the 60s. It was very different. Like Rick said, almost all stairs are flipping steep. Yeah, I did feel that. It didn't bother me so much in Amsterdam. Because like I went into some bookshops that were a couple stories. And those I thought were fine. The windmills, I felt like I was going to fall over. That was not my favorite. The Rijksmuseum was amazing. I again, as an artist, took so many pictures and videos of stuff inside here, which I won't bore you with. I feel like that'd be a lot. It was a lot of pictures. But it was really nice. I will show you one of my favorites, though. Look at this guy. Look at this goose. This guy is huge. This guy's massive. Could probably cover this whole wall behind me. Honk. Oh, is it a swan? It is a swan. Rick, don't take this from me. It's a goose. Don't. Shh. Shh. I need it to be a goose for the meme. It's a goose in my heart, see? Miss Leopard gets it. It's a goose in my heart. I need it to be a goose. There were a lot of swan. It makes sense it's a swan. I want it to be a goose. I need it to be a goose. Because it has Untitled Goose Game energy. And then when I went to the gift museum, they knew exactly what they were doing. The gift museum. The gift shop in the museum. When I went to the gift shop there, the museum knew what they were doing. Because they had it on socks. And they knew people wanted it. La honk. Beauty queen goose. Fancy goose. That's it. It's fancy goose. There we go. The swan is the Finnish national animal, so I'm nitpicky about this. Okay, Rick, you're allowed to be nitpicky about it. And the swans were gorgeous. We did see a lot of swans on the Rhine. And that was actually my first time seeing swans in person. That was really cool. But this is goose energy. This is like, you know when a cat plays fetch and the cat feels like a dog? That's this. Or like, okay, this is kind of a funny story. One time, my grandmother, who like grew up on a farm, she raised, this was like maybe 10 or 15 years ago. She had big goose energy, yeah. She raised a bunch of chickens in a chicken coop, but she also had 2 ducks. And the ducks also lived with the chickens. Well, there were so many chickens, and they were all, you know how they have to go up into the coop to roost? Which chickens do, ducks don't. I think, and she thinks, the ducks were born, or like, not born with, but like were raised with the chickens at such a young age that the ducks thought they were chickens. And so they would even go and try to get up and roost with the chickens, even though they didn't need to, and sometimes they would hurt themselves. They would sometimes act like the chickens. It was very cute. But yeah, I think they thought they were chickens. Maybe this is a swan that grew up with the geese. The fancy goose. Swans will also fuck you up though. Will they? Is that just like that kind of long-necked, medium-sized bird is just gonna come and fuck you up? Maybe. Swans are also super terrifying. They'll maul you to death. Okay, well, I didn't know that. If you don't live near swans, you don't know this. Big goose energy. This is the library I freaked out about. Again, when I opened these doors, I wasn't expecting a library. This just makes me happy. If I could have a spot in my house that feels like this, I've made it. Or really like this. I want this shelf and this roof right here. That needs to be in my house. I want this in my house. This is part of the other the other bookstore excursions I went on. I went to 3 book places the next day in Amsterdam where I went to that, I'm not even going to try to say it, but that book stall secret passage thing that Van Gogh used to hang out at. I went there, which actually was not as active, but it was not as active because another local bookstore said every Friday in Amsterdam, there's a book market. And I so happened to have been there on Friday. And if I went to like Spui Square, I don't know, SPUI Square, a lot of those vendors would be there. And there was just like this huge open market with stalls and booths and tents everywhere. And people selling sheet music and books and prints. It was so freaking cool. It was so cool. So I got to do both of those. So thank you for the recommendation. I wouldn't have known about that if it weren't for that. I went to the bookstore that I got that recommendation from was a place called The Book Exchange, and they specialized in secondhand English books, which was nice. I went to 2 English bookstores because I wanted to try to buy books I could take home. And at that place, Alex and I both found a shitload of books that we were able to get into our luggage. It was really fun. We got to go. It was like a 3-story bookshop, and there was like a big cellar that was all like kind of dank and dark. We could just climb around and find old books. He ended up finding, actually, there were a lot of old D&D books from the 80s and 90s that Alex bought, so that was cool. And then this was the last place we went to. This is called the American Book Corner. Which is funny because it feels American. I think that's what they're going for. That's like their shtick. This feels a bit like the way bookstores do, and at home at least. But all of these books were UK publications, which made me very happy. And I went home with some treats because sometimes UK publications, I've learned, are better. Adrian has taught me that. And looking around here, I learned there are a lot of books I wish I bought the UK publications for. And I'm going to continue doing that in the future. Is that a real tree? It looks cool. I don't think it is. I very much doubt it, but it does add a fun vibe, doesn't it? I also enjoyed that. The cafe is on the other side of that tree, and so we sat there and got some tea and coffee. The video gamer in me wants to break and loot that coin showing. Ooh, the blind book date. That's cool. Rick, that was in both of the bookstores we went to, and I ended up buying one, which I think I included that video or picture somewhere later. I did buy one, and I'm very happy with what I got. Peeping those board games. Yep, they had a board game section. And on the other side of this here, they had a lot of D&D stuff and dice. If you're interested in that. That was also pretty cool. Okay, so it spawns you on the ship like normal. Oh, this is for the mod. Spawns you on the ship like normal. Then it'll ask you if you want to play roguelike mode. If you click yes, it'll take you to camp. You can spawn an origin characters or hirelings. When you leave camp, it'll take you to a random part of the map. That's really cool. You clear waves. It'll spawn random items when you're done, and you earn points. You go back to camp. Oh, okay, so the camp's like the hub. You buy power-ups. You still have 2 short rests and a long rest, but you still need supplies, which either have to drop or you can buy them. That's really cool. So they really just kind of rearrange the order of stuff around. Miley, that's sick, and I love a good roguelite. I'd be into that. Yeah, the dice. Yeah, these were cute. I got this little bag here that says book lover. This guy, I love it. I use it now as like a book cover protector. Oh yeah, these are the book blind dates. I love this idea. I haven't heard of the book blind dates until I read Bookshops and Bone Dust, and it's something featured in that book when they're opening up their own bookshop. And then I thought, well, I have to get this. I have to get one of these. They're just so cute. So I got this one about a gargantuan, legendary, mysterious library, science-based magic system, ghost, time traveling, and world hopping. And then I think it says, what is that? Sprinkled with unforeseeable twists and some romantic undercurrents. It is a fantasy book. Does anyone have any guesses what that could be? Because I didn't. I had no idea, but I'm happy with what I got. Turns out, it's actually a book that Alex also found and was looking at and almost bought it anyway. And he was excited that when I opened this, he was like, oh, that's the book I almost bought. And so now I think he's gonna read it also, which I'm thrilled. I love having book reading buddies. Also, the Balanced Tactician honor mode settings. Ooh, those still apply? That's interesting. I wonder if I could do honor mode in something like that. That'd be fun. Sounds like the Doctor Who episode with the library world. Okay, it kind of does, Rick, which is maybe what pulled me towards it because I very much enjoyed that episode. I got it and it ended up being, I have a picture of it, but I don't think it's like on this roll. It's Mark Lawrence, and it's called The Book That Wouldn't Burn, which is a trilogy. There's currently 2 books of it out. That's the first one. The Book That Wouldn't Burn. If anyone's read that, let me know. This is me playing with Bruno! Look at this old guy. I love him. He kept bringing me the Kong and being like, here, throw it, lady. I love him. Look, oh, he's such a good boy. He probably didn't understand a word I was saying being a German dog, but I love him. So cute. Guys, I think that's it. Guys, I think that was the tour. I didn't get pictures at the end of the day in Amsterdam. I was too tired. Ich liebe dich. Yeah. Such a cute boy, dude. He really was. So yeah, that was a quick flyby. That was probably 1/6 of, or less, of pictures and videos I took. Oh, show Beef the sheet music. Oh yeah, Beef, hold up, wait. I missed messages. Hello. Oh my god, wait. Hey, Alyssa. Hey, Beef! Welcome in. How are you? That was my guess, but I couldn't remember the name of it. I love him. I just know the cover looks nice. It does look nice. Oh wow, so Miss Leopard, you knew that. Damn, that was good. Yeah, I'm super excited to read that. I'm also glad it was a book that Alex was like, yeah, I wanted to get that anyway. And I was like, good. Let me find the sheet music. Beef, I'm showing stuff of what I did in Europe. Which, if you want another view, you're more than welcome to watch the VOD. Let me see if I could, like... Can I flip this? That's a shame. I don't think I can do that on the fly. Damn it. Beef, let me show you, in one of the cathedrals I went to, there was some medieval music. And I just took pictures of it because it's so cool. It's like the beginning of the kind of music you and I read, right? And I learned a little bit how to read it when I was in college, when we went over medieval history and music history. Look at this stuff. Isn't this neat? It's so cool. I just took little videos of it. Thought it was awesome. Were you playing with Bruno or was he playing with you? He was playing with my heart. He ignored me at first and then came up when I was eating a chocolate muffin. And then when I finished the chocolate muffin, he left and I thought he was leaving me and he came back with his toy. And then I kept playing with him with his little Kong. He was very cute. What music sheets? I know. And also, did you try the Dutch cheese? No, I didn't get a chance to. It was very hard to get food once we hit the Netherlands. It was like me and Alex were sick. So whenever we whenever we left our hotel or the boat, it was like we went to whatever was closest. I did try stroopwafel. I did try Dutch pancakes. And I've now had bitterballen and croquet. Which I don't know if that's totally Dutch, but I've had those things now and I loved them all. They were very good. Europe. Hi, Booty. Welcome in. Dude, Europe was awesome. I'm jealous of you guys. What instrument is it for? I think this is for voice. So a lot of times, like, I know in medieval music, it's just like melismatic. And you read the steps. So, like, you don't think of it as, like, intervals as much as you just, like, kind of follow the up and down. It's very weird. But this is kind of a bit more of it. Yeah, you can probably see some of it up here. This is the page that we were looking at earlier. It was super cool, though. No, damn it. You have to come back then. Well, damn, I guess I have to go back to Europe. Oh, no. The cheese is the best in the world. I know, I've heard. Stroopwafel is amazing. Dude, it was. Stroopwafel was very good. And I kind of forgot to try it until I saw it was everywhere. And then when I saw the name written out, I was like, I think I remember Lilypad typing out this in chat. And I didn't know how to say it. So then I got one. I also had really good gelato in Germany. That was fun. Bitterballen and croquet, amazing. At least you tried those three. Okay, so those were... Okay, good. Those were good things to try. I really liked bitterballen. I thought that was delicious. Next time, I'd love to know what you think of mustard soup. I haven't even heard of mustard soup. What is that? Wait, free... Oh, God. I don't know how to say this. Orlog free. Yes. I also didn't realize how much my German helped me out with sign reading. Guys, when I was in Germany, I was good to go. I was reading signs. I was like, even if I couldn't like say things, I felt confident in where I was going. I got to the Netherlands and it hit me just how much my German was helping me out. Yep, that was the most American pronunciation ever. I love it. What do you expect me to do? What am I supposed to do? I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm trying my best. It's soup made from straight up mustard, flippin' delicious. Lilypad, I'm not gonna lie, that sounds gross. But I'll try anything. Maybe I'll love it. Looking at bitterballen, I gotta be honest, I didn't think it would be good. It was delicious. Another thing I tried. Oh God, I'm gonna mess this up again. Patatia. Orlog. Oh no. Is indeed good. You guys are just gonna start saying that. Typing it more so I have to say it. LOL. Don't. Listen. Don't at me. I'm trying my best. I'm sick. Don't do this. Okay. The other thing I was going to say I tried is, which I think this is maybe a Netherlands thing. There's another streamer I watch who was born and raised in the Netherlands. You did great, Alyssa. I feel like you're patronizing me. Did I actually? There's another streamer I watch who was born and raised in the Netherlands. Not just Lilypad. Gab Smolders, if anyone knows her. And I think this is also like a Scandinavian thing, maybe? I don't know. But people dip their fries in mayonnaise? Is that a thing? When I ordered fries, I was given ketchup and mayonnaise. And in the spirit of trying new things, I tried both. And I gotta be honest, might be a hot take for some. I liked the fries and the mayonnaise. I liked it. I thought it was good. Everywhere around the country has it. It's fries with a bunch of stuff on it like war. Oh, weird. Okay, I didn't even see that and I didn't try it. Also, Dutch have the best pea soup ever. Oh, cool. Man, there's a lot of food, Rex, I should have gotten from you guys. Damn it. Oh no. Just plain mayo? Yeah, totally. Just plain mayo. It's a thing. Okay, I thought it was a thing. It's a quote in Pulp Fiction, isn't it? Oh, is it? I haven't seen Pulp Fiction. Do I have to add that to the watch party list? I haven't seen many films. I thought the mayo and fries was also a Midwestern thing. Okay, but wouldn't it make sense as a Midwestern thing? Because where a lot of Midwesterners from? They're white as hell. They probably got that European ancestry somewhere, no? Maybe. It's so good. Lily Pad, I agree. I also think it was really good. When I was a kid, my dad and I used to do the thing where it was never just straight up mayonnaise, but we did the thing sometimes where we'd put mayonnaise and ketchup next to our fries and then use the fry to like mix them together and have like the mayo ketchup I don't know, melange of sort. And so I was like, I'll just go for the mayo, why not? And it was good. In Japan, it's worse. It's like top one sauce most used on the country. Oh, and it's mayo? So in Japan, they use mayo the most. It's interesting. Sushi rolls. Wait, are you saying they put mayonnaise on sushi rolls, onigiri, etc.? No way. Fries just need salt as the good Lord intended. Okay. I do think fries do taste really good with just salt. If they're prepared well, it can taste great. I also think they taste great with ketchup. They also taste good with mayonnaise. I don't eat fries with just mustard. I think that's a sin. That's where I draw the line. Mustard on fries. We don't do much mayo here in the north. Oh, okay, so maybe that was just a Netherlands thing. Okay, interesting. It's pretty good. I haven't seen Pulp Fiction. No, I have not. As with many films. I haven't seen Shawshank. I haven't seen The Truman Show. I know that always makes Ian kind of upset. There's a good chance if you list a fundamental film that's like award winning, I probably haven't seen it. And I know that's crazy considering I do entertainment art for a living. It's really bad. It's really bad. That's why okay, I don't know if you've noticed, but in Discord, I've done a little sneaky sneak. I've added into the voice channels a watch party section. It's because I kind of intend to, as follower goals or perhaps bit goals or sub goals, you know, whatever. We can start doing watch parties where you all vote for films that we watch and maybe help me fill in my lack of knowledge. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. Plain fries are goated. They are very good. Everything, just every food you think it's good with sauce and they use it as a dipping. Whoa. That's interesting. Beef, how do you know so much about worldly things at such a young age? That's nuts. It's really impressive. Okay, though most Dutch foods are more winter foods. That makes sense. Pea soup. Mashed kale and potato. Biscuit bites are all meant for winter. I love winter food though. I could eat winter food all day, I would. All the time. Five Guys Cajun fries also slap. I've never had Five Guys. Never had Five Guys. Some of that's because of Alex. I don't think Alex likes Five Guys, so we just don't go there. I think food in general should be good enough to stand on its own without any sauces or condiments. I could see that. I don't think that's a hot take. I add sauces and condiments just to like vary the flavor. You know what I mean? You haven't seen Shawshank or Truman Show. Alyssa, what the fuck, man? Kamteka, I'm telling you, I have not. You could probably start listing off movies and I'd say, yeah, I haven't seen that, I haven't seen that, I haven't seen that. And you might not want to be my friend anymore. Okay, get ready for this American accent. Oli Bolin and Pofert, yes. I know that's not how you say that. I must try it in the Netherlands. Okay, well, okay, Beef, whenever I'm back there, retweet nailed it. Here's the thing, if I lean into it being really bad, you can't make fun of me, right? Because then I've done it on purpose. I would love to go back to the Netherlands. If I'm ever back there, Y'all have to hit me up on my suggestion box or reminders on Discord. Remind me to try these things. It's fun to watch Pulp Fiction after seeing all the memes. I could see that. I'd probably have a better appreciation for them, right? Fucking watch The Prestige, though, for real. I almost did on the plane. That was one of the movies I could have watched on the plane, but I didn't want to... Here's the thing. I'm iffy watching new films on a plane because sometimes that's like a sacred experience for me. If it's a really good film and I don't want that to be on a plane while I'm trying to drown out the cries of like a baby, right? Or something like that. Or someone's like kicking me on the back of the chair. I also, just in case, I cry really easily, like sob at movies. I don't want to cry on a plane. Like ugly cry, because that happens to me a lot during movies, so be careful. Five Guys is ridiculously greasy. I think that's why Alex doesn't like it, because it upsets his stomach. And to be fair, I also don't like food that is too greasy, so we just don't really go. I've also never seen The Prestige, yeah. What the fuck, man? Soups are very easy to make, and they make a lot of food for cheap, but it's also so hot in Florida all the time. Dude, I know, Ian, I want to make chili and soup all year round, and I can't do that here. Even me wearing this hoodie is kind of crossing the lines a bit, but the AC is on and my fan's going, so like I'm just trying. But I'm sick. I want to be cozy. You know, I want to be cozy. Even drinking hot tea, well, this isn't hot anymore, but even drinking hot tea kind of makes me sweat in the morning a bit. Well, I love to study a lot and I'm really curious about the world. And, okay, growing on an island is not easy for the imagination. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting perspective. It also means, wait. And also I have the means to know thanks to ways on the internet. Yeah, the internet being like a gateway to different directions to find knowledge. That's a very good point. Beefmaster, I feel like that's how I was able to pivot from music to art. Because like art seems so far off, but like if you go to YouTube and Twitch, there's people posting their processes all the time and like how-to videos and stuff. But that's just really cool that you sought that out. Because you also speak so many languages at such a young age and you just know a lot of worldly things. It's really cool. But it's a must try. It's the best treat the Dutchies have invented. It's amazing. Okay. Man, y'all should have told me this before I left. All I knew was stroopwafel. That's alright. I'm sure I'll be back to the Netherlands. Not soon, but like I'll be back. It was gorgeous. I'll be back to all of Europe. Alex and I were actually planning a trip to Ireland and I think the UK within the next year or so. And then sometime within the next maybe 3 years, he and I also really want to go to Scandinavia. We're really wanting to do the Norway, Sweden, Finland, kind of swoop around and see that area. So we'll get there. All in due time. That's kind of on our horizon, but also it's like I just got back from this trip and it's so hard for me to like think beyond it. You know what I mean? But yeah, we'll be back. Imagine crying. I know you don't cry, Ian. I cry all the time. I probably cry enough for you and Alex not crying. I make up for everyone. Ooh, if I take Olia Bolin, whatever, and dip it with a vanilla cream paste, and damn, I die on the mouth every time. That's so cool. I wish I knew to try these. I'll pinch you really hard. That's true. Ian, do you even cry from pain, or is it just not emotional pain? Watch Marley and Me when I was 14 on a plane, was unconsolably crying. See, Lilypad, that's what I want to avoid. And if I don't know what's coming in the film, I can't protect myself. Yeah, 9 languages, solid feat for my age. You know 9 languages? With people my age doing other stuff. That's wild. Gotta go. Y'all have a good one. I love hearing how you enjoyed our little frog country. Aw, Lilypad. Even that little fun fact about the frog country, that's like, it's fucking adorable. Thank you for being here. I'll see you soon. Have a good start to your week. Bye. I just don't cry. But I'll pinch you really hard though. Finally, it's not just me. Wait, I missed something. Hold on. Real question time. D&D when though? I mean, soon. It's gonna be at the end of the month though, right, Kumteka? Just my weekends are crazy. All of our weekends are kind of crazy. Don't feel bad, Crumpy. I don't cry either. I feel like that's... Okay, I hate to say it, but I feel like that's just a common thing in men, though. Males. One way or another. And I don't know if that's like a... Is that like a nature versus nurture thing? Is that the way society is? Like, do you guys remember crying when you were younger and you just outgrew it? Because Alex also does not cry. I think I've seen him cry in the last, like, let's give it the last 5-year period. I think in the last 5-year period, I've seen the man cry maybe once, maybe twice. And they were at, I don't want to like divulge personal information, right? That's his prerogative. But they were at like very emotionally tumultuous times of his life. Like extremely emotional to the point where I was like, if he didn't cry and was still solid about it, I think I'd be almost more concerned. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, I cry all the fucking time. All the time. For stupid things, big things. When I'm angry, I get angry tears that fall down my face. I just cry ever Tim. It's bad. But yeah, I wonder if that's just like a guy thing, because I feel like I hear guys say that more often than girls. And I don't know if that's hormonal, biological, if that's just the way men are unfortunately brought up, right? How there's a lot of people that say when they're raised as men, like they can't show their emotions like that, and then maybe at some point it just kind of switches off. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, the vanilla cream paste used for cake mostly. I just put it for dipping and take it and smash it, eat it. And God, best dessert humanity has ever done. I'll have to look that up. Maybe I could make a paste like that or try to make it at home so I could just try it. I don't remember though, to be honest. I fucking love crying. Get the fuck out of here. But Kumteka, that's a good thing though. Maybe that means you didn't, I don't know, like succumb to the societal pressures of that. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just riffing here. I'm riffing. Soon, end of the month. Looks at calendar, July 1st. Whoops. What is time? I'm jet lagged. I don't know what the hell's going on. Like, I definitely feel emotions and all. Oh, yeah, for sure. But I just don't cry anymore. Definitely have before, but not really anymore. Same. That's interesting. I wonder why. There's got to be science being done for that, right? You hit me with a good chord change and it'll bring tears to my eyes. I'm the same way. Certain, like, yeah, films, music, performances can really move me and bring me to tears. I'm the same. It's one of the reasons I'm drawn to those for careers, I think. Just doing that all the time makes me happy. Yeah, 9? That's crazy. Okay, you know English, Spanish, Dutch. I don't even know what language that is. Papiamento? Oh, Creole. Okay, oh, kind of Creole. Gotcha. German, French, Italian, Latin, and still studying Norwegian, but I can speak basic stuff, though. Beefmaster, that's amazing. How did you learn that? Because I'm curious. I kind of want to take German lessons now. I feel like my German's not as bad as I thought whenever I went over there, and I really want to hone that skill, and I'm thinking about taking German lessons to help keep me accountable and like actually work with a fluent speaker to maintain that skill, because it's hard to practice that in Florida where, you know, the main languages are English, Spanish, maybe a little bit of like French Creole, but like that's really it. Oh wait, I'm growing behind on messages. Whoa. Where was I? I was never raised to think that crying is bad. Well, that's good. I'm glad you don't feel that way. I'm kind of just speaking of generalities of like society, right? Where it's like more of the don't want to bring people down, but you know how the rate of like taking one's own life is like way higher in men than it is in women, because how like men often feel like they don't have an outlet for their emotions. So like even if they do feel things, which clearly like we all do, it's more of like, I don't have a way to talk about my insecurities or my self-esteem, or if I'm upset about something, I can't voice that, or I don't have a place to voice that. Because even if you're around like other men, which like traditionally would have been your support systems, it's hard to do that. Whereas like women talk about that more with each other. And I know that's been changing over the last few decades, but like, you know what I mean? I'm speaking in generalities and like old school stuff. Well, yeah, you stuff it down until you get cancer in your 50s. That's like that John Mulaney thing he says about the Irish, where like, we just drink and hold it in until we die. Nah, but for real, I think I'm just even keel. Okay, well that's good. My emotional expression of sadness and stuff isn't through crying. Okay, that's good. That makes me happy. That's a lot better than just feeling like you can't express yourself. The groomsmen cried more at our wedding than Crumpy did. Well, with Ben and Brandon there, I could see that. That's funny. I didn't cry at our wedding, y'all. May throw the tomatoes. I cried for you. I got you, homie. Yeah, we all cried on y'all's behalf. It's okay. I rarely, never cried. Just sometimes, like, loneliness triggers it. That makes sense. When I was really young, and sometimes when I get depressed. Oh, okay, like when you get depressed and when the intense, oh yeah, the ear problem and the headache from it. That makes sense. I've had some moments of intense frustration. I hope you don't hear that. Someone? Alex is doing the lawn? Alex is doing the lawn. It's about to rain and he's doing the lawn. Hello? He must be trying to beat the rain. He was gonna do it tonight at like sunset, and I guess he's like, oh shit, better get out there now. That's really funny. Anyways, hope you can't hear that. No, I get that, Beefmaster, because I have had such intense periods of frustration when I've been very sick. Like when I caught COVID, I couldn't really walk for like a month, and that was when I was in like my peak weightlifting at the time, like probably even stronger than I am now slightly. I was doing so good with it and was really making some good gains. And then COVID hit me, even though I was vaccinated, and I couldn't walk for like a month without getting dizzy, and I could tell my muscle was falling fast. And I remember it was like on week 3, I just like started crying on the couch because I couldn't stand up for longer than 5 minutes without like heavy breathing. After spending so many years on good muscle and cardio, and yeah, I can't imagine being a musician with the tinnitus that you have and stuff. I get it. I do get it. That's why you were the best man. I might cry at my wedding. Just see my future wife there all beautiful thinking, God, she's going to regret this so much. No, Rick. She's gonna love you unconditionally. That's what marriage is about. You help each other. What a mood. No takebacks though once she signs that contract. I mean marriage license. Comteka, you make it sound like a warlock's bargain with the devil. Your patron. For real, throw the receipt away ASAP, my dude. Beef is a true prodigy. Next to them, I feel like that video where the monkey is learning to use a saw to cut a branch. Okay, Rick, you say that though, and you're over here speaking like perfect English and like, hi, I've lived in China and Hungary and I've done all these things, and like, I don't know. If I'm being really honest, everyone that's come into my chat, I feel like has done something pretty remarkable or amazing, and I don't know. It's one of the reasons I love streaming on Twitch. There's just so many things you guys do that impress me, and I have a really good time like hanging out with you all. It's cool. It's cool meeting such interesting people, man. Okay, oh, societally for sure. That is a thing for men. Crying is emotional weakness, and that's bad and unmanly. And yet extreme anger is okay. Dude, the extreme... yeah, the temper tantrums I see grown men throw in public. Yeah, you're right. That needs to go away. Okay, well, for starters, Duolingo, after you got the basics of it. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I feel like my vocabulary with German is pretty good. My grammar sucks. If I try to construct a sentence from my brain, I probably sound like a caveman. So even like reading it, I can get bits of it together. Yeah, it's bad. Babbel for grammar, Anki for vocabulary, and most importantly, natürlich German YouTube. Oh, okay. Oh man, my cough's catching up with me, guys. I might have to get off soon, but I gotta catch up with the chat. Good luck. Let me know if you need any help. We'll take my time. Oh, to help anytime you. Thank you. I might take you up on that because I would like to practice. It's rough. I'll warn you. My sense of vocab is good. My grammar, again, I sound like a caveman talking to you. It's pretty bad. Anyway, not crying isn't a point of pride for me. I just know that it's a reasonably uncommon thing. So that's like a fun fact for me now. No, that makes sense. You don't feel like crushed into it to like not cry. I understand what you mean. Oh god, Rick, don't worry about it. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. I'm just good at information and music and languages. Problem solving strategy stuff. Yeah. For sure, I see what you mean. Have you met my wife? Have you met my wife? She is 100% my warlock patron. I see what you mean, Kumteka. I get it. Yeah, but that ain't stopping me from doing what I have the passion for and what to achieve in the future. That's good. Babbel for grammar. Okay, gotcha. I'll look up Babbel. I haven't heard of that, but I have done Duolingo a bit to try to keep up with it, you know? Because obviously I learned grammar in like high school, which was a long time ago, and everything since then has just been me trying to teach myself, which is like a whole other can of worms, you know? I'll look up Babbel though. Quick, let's keep chatting. If she never catches up, she'll never stop the stream. My throat will just crust over and I'll die. Don't worry about it. Oh, well, my accent for German is a bit rough anyways. Yeah, but I mean, you got an accent for like 9 fucking languages, so that's fine. At Crumpy, but what if I pinch you really hard? We'll just all pinch each other till we cry. I meant met. I can't read or type. No, that's okay. I got you. I understood. Sometimes I try to edit people's messages while I'm reading it, and I don't know. I always hope that doesn't come off as patronizing. It's more like I'm really trying to understand what you're saying, and I don't want to put like the incorrect words in your mouth. You know what I mean? But yeah, no worries. I have typos all the time. All the time. You probably see it when I do Wordle, so. Might even hoot. Dang. Oh, damn. Yeah. If you want, I can teach you other languages I know too, like French or Italian. French is something I would love to get into, so maybe one day. I feel like I want to get really good at German, or at least like conversational in German, to where I feel like my grammar is up to snuff a little bit. Where if I go back to Germany, I not even ask like, where's the bathroom? If I could have a daily conversation with native Germans, I'll be like, I've made it. I fucking did it. That would be cool. If I could read like German newspapers, I've done it. At that point, French would be really cool. A part of me would like to learn the basics of Japanese because I went through that phase, as many weebs did in middle school and high school, where I was really into anime, wanted to understand the language, learned some really basic Japanese stuff. But it would be cool to learn Japanese because I want to go over there and travel. And if I can learn enough just to get through, you know, signage, ask questions at the airport, that kind of thing, etc. Because I feel like there are less English speakers there than there are in like Germany, right? And Germany and the Netherlands and France, If I needed an English speaker, they were there. That was not difficult, you know? But I feel like if I ever go to Japan, that would be a different story. Don't edit it. Let me suffer. Make me feel bad. You can't make me feel worse. No! I will not make you feel bad. Or if you like to do magic enchanting type cult Latin, then, you know. I mean, I am a practicing witch Beefmaster. I could learn Latin just to make it extra spooky. That would be fun. It doesn't patronize me. It's kind of nice when you gloss over the brain farts. Oh, good. Okay. That's exactly what I try to do. I want to gloss over it for people to make it easier. So I am glad that's how it comes across. Kentucky, I can't read any of that. Tu parla, nope. Merci. There you go. I know that. That'll get me through France, hopefully. From what I've heard, they might give you the side eye. Dang, I meant parler. Okay, that is parler. Okay, I know the rule where most of the time the last letter is silent, unless it's a vowel or like a C or an R or an F or an L, right? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I can't type or read any language. Tom Decker, you're doing fine. One fact, Alyssa sketches, if you know German, then Dutch would... Okay, yes, would be super easy to learn. Same both ways if you learn Dutch than German. Beefmaster, I started picking up on this because, hello, Gabe Itch. Hello, Dennis. Welcome in. Sorry, I'm catching up with messages. I'm a bit behind, but hello, welcome in. Beefmaster, it's really funny you say that about German and Dutch because my last day, we had on more Dutch TV in our hotel room. And I started catching on some words are very similar, like lekker in German means tasty or delicious. And I think lekkere, spelled similarly but a little different, was on a lot of grocery store commercials in the Netherlands. So I started picking up that like lekker might also have something to do with like tasty or food for Dutch. I did start putting some of that together. Yeah, for sure, for sure. It was very interesting. Don't worry, I took French in high school. I'm an expert. Good, then between you and Beefmaster, I can learn French. I'll be good to go. Oh, by the way, it's interesting that the holy water didn't burn your witch feet. Oh, that's true, in the mikvah. It's because I'm friends with the ghosts, Rick. It's because I'm trying... Even though I stepped into their ritual bath, and I'm sorry, Jewish ghosts... I was trying to be respectful, and they knew that. That's why. I learned Latin because I wanted to read books of the past, and that's written in Latin, and it was worth it. That's really cool. I know a lot of doctors, right, in the medical world, they use a lot of Latin. So I know people who learn Latin for that, too. Gosh, I'm sorry. I'm clearing my throat so much. It is getting to me. I studied German for 5 years, and knowing German and English, you can basically read Dutch straight away. Okay! I did start catching up on that. I think what threw me the most was the spelling. And then the more I heard it and heard people like when I heard Kinderdijk pronounced, and then I was like, oh, it makes sense. It's spelled the same as the Rijksmuseum. So I learned, you know, that like the IJ sound matches up with the EI sound in German, right? Like little stuff like that started coming to me more, or like the lekkere thing and grocery store commercials. Yeah, it all started making sense. Kinder is literally the same word in Dutch and German. So yeah, that's cool. Maybe I could learn Dutch after doing German then, just to like get more languages under my belt. It'd be so cool to be a person that says, yeah, I speak 5 languages. That'd be cool. One day. God, I'm already turning 30 this year, though. I gotta get on that fast then. Okay, yes, there we go. We got Dennis's hello. Agree, I studied German 5 years. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I lost my spot in the chat. It's like the bastard child of both. That makes sense. I could see it. German and Dutch have a long history together, along with Belgium. They all share the core of similarities. Yeah, that tracks. I could see that. Jewish ghosts tend to be more forgiving. Thank you, Kumteka. Agreed as well. English, interesting. Yeah. That makes sense, because isn't English also, like, English is kind of like, I mean, it's gone through many evolutions since then, but, like, the French and the Germans, tribes from those areas kept invading the British Isles, and so now English back then, like, old English, had a lot of German and Old French, like, mixed together, and then that evolved on its own to become the English we know today, right? I learned about that from an old teacher friend of mine in college. Yeah, the Old English. Want to hear an example of it? Sure. Yeah, also Latin. You can talk with people in Italy, the local villages who speak Latin. They still speak Latin over there? I thought it was like dead. Like dead. Do people still do that? Like me, right? Dude, I want to be. Your language speaking ability are goals. The Old English is mixed with Latin and other languages. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Not dead, but mostly dead. It's kind of like Old Irish, right? Where they still speak Irish in some villages, but like also they speak English. Small villages in Italy still speak Latin, but it's rare. Okay, yeah. Aww. Irish is a big part of my old heritage, and a part of me would also love to speak that, but I feel like that has such limited use. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it'd be cool for the culture, but like, at what cost? At what cost? Okay. It wouldn't be a stream without our dailies. Without Wordle, connections, our warm-ups. That's gonna be the game of today. We're gonna do that. And then Alyssa's gonna go get more tea. And I'm gonna go take a nap. Because my throat's feeling it. I'm talking a lot. And I gotta stream tomorrow. I think we're gonna do Duck Detective tomorrow. I'm really excited. Either that or I think viewer vote. Yeah, I'm excited. The Steam Summer Sale, I'm gonna go on there. I'm gonna buy a shitload of stuff. It's gonna be a good time. Wasn't there... Oh, the Neopet stream? Crumpy... Oh my god, that's another thing. I haven't even talked about this. Hold on. When I was gone, I left, and do you guys remember? I don't know you. Friend of the stream now. Came in and was very excited that a Neopet stream was on the horizon. And I think they got all of their friends and roommates to follow me. When I left that stream, I had like 8 or 10 new followers, which is a lot for me. A lot. And he was like, I want you to get to the Neopet stream. I love Neopets. Like, I'm doing it. I'm telling everyone to follow you. Found out they also stream, I think. I returned home with the news that they gave me a shout out. And then a bunch of more people followed me. So I left for Europe with 68 followers, and now I have 74. Which means the Neopet stream is now 1 follower away. And if one more person follows, then you get a Neopet stream. Probably, maybe even before I leave this weekend again. So who knows? Just takes one more. Quick, everybody, find somebody to follow her. How lovely. Yeah, that's all it takes. Okay, wasn't there a dead language that only 2 native speakers left alive who didn't talk to each other because, and I quote, they didn't have much in common? I think it was a South American language. That's one of the most tragic cultural exchanges I think I've ever heard. Didn't have much in common. That's freaking hilarious. Beef, I don't know what this says. That's Old English, a bit rusty, I say. That's nuts. What is that? What am I looking at? It's very cool looking, though. It does look kind of like those pronunciation guides you see in the dictionary. It's pretty. Neopet stream. I will always vote for Baldur's Gate 3. Rick, I still owe you Baldur's Gate. That's actually on the plan for this week, where I'm going to sneak in a little bit because I did promise it to you. But I am taking a little bit of a Baldur's Gate break only because there's that big patch coming in September. And I fully intend for September my little brain rot to set in again, and I will be playing it again. It'll happen. Neopet stream when? Soon. One more person. The translation of that Old English is Lo we of the Spear Danes and Days of Yore. That's really cool. Old English looks very elvish. It does, and I love it. It's such a vibe. No BG till September. No. There'll be Baldur's Gate. It's just sporadic. Kamteka, you have to imagine, I have played probably like 500 or 600 hours of that game. I've done 4 playthroughs. This is my 4th, and I've played it non-stop since last August. And there's so many games I want to get to, so I'm sprinkling it in little bits here and there when I want the comfort of it. But then in September, I'm sure it'll be full force again. You know what I mean? But I gotta know how it ends. Wait, don't you know how it ends? You haven't finished? Oh, dude, you gotta play. It's a great ending. Yeah, take your time. I'll be here for Baldur's Gate 3 when you're ready. Yes, that's what I love to hear. It's like a drug. You gotta take tolerance breaks. Exactly. And then sometimes take a break, come back with new mods. That's another plan. Because the September thing's gonna open up new mod capabilities. It's gonna be great. That means yeah, it is a 5. Heck yeah. Nah, I totally feel that. Haven't finished yet. You're in Act 3. Dude, you have to keep me posted when you do that because I love Act 3. I remember when the game first came out, it got some flack. Like Act 3, some people didn't like it. I think it's a freaking work of art. And they did great. With what they were trying to achieve, a smaller studio like that, they knocked it out of the park. There's just so much to do, so many possibilities. I get overwhelmed. Okay, that's how I thought too. Act 3, I spent as much time in Act 3 as I did Acts 1 and 2 combined for most of my playthroughs, and I did everything I could. Even then, if you don't do certain things in Act 1 and 2, they just drop storylines in Act 3. It's crazy how big it can get. Even then, it took me like 70 hours to do Act 3, and I loved every bit of it. Apparently, when the game first came out, people were complaining that it felt unfinished, and I think that's unfair. Gotta streamline, and then if you do another playthrough, do more things. Yeah, for sure. What they not liked about Act 3? Yeah, they said that they felt it was unfinished, which I think is crazy because if they added more to it, like, yeah, maybe some of the story stuff could have been a bit more fleshed out, but like, I'm already spending half of my playthrough in just the city of Baldur's Gate. What are you gonna do? Spend like 150 hours in one act? It was the most complete game in the last decade. I 100% agree. 100% agree. I wonder if people of the past speak English with people now, how much they would clash with each other. Oh, I think they wouldn't understand each other whatsoever. With the same language, but different in all ways. Yeah. I think we wouldn't understand each other whatsoever. I think it'd be a nightmare. I want to do all the things. I mean, I did all the things that I could, and I recommend it. It was a great big hurrah in my first playthrough. It just takes time. I just saw, yeah, it's not like Ubisoft was the developer or EA. Damn. I mean, you're not wrong, Kamteka. Oh my god, you guys are already doing this. I'm just distracted. Hold on. Let me get my bearings. I haven't even looked at it yet. With my cold brain. One sec. Prince. Oh god. British seal. Uh-huh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Lead seal. Okay, to direct, to lead. These are verbs. They go together. To guide. To usher. Was that one someone said? Crumpy said that. Okay. What did Rick say? Pyramid scheme, con, hustle, racket. Yeah. Okay. How confident are you on that? Seal, eagle. These are animals. A sting. A sting is also a con. These could go together. Hustle, racket. Wait, not pyramid. I think it might be sting. Like a sting is kind of like a stakeout when you go to trick somebody, which could kind of be like a con. A hustle's tricking somebody. Do any one of these also mean tricking somebody? Because Washington, pyramid, and eagle are monuments. Oh, that makes sense. Racket? Okay, is racket like tricking somebody? You guys seem confident. I'm sending it. Hell yeah, it is a scheme. Let's go. British. Racketeering is unlawful business. Oh, I didn't even know that. I've never heard someone use the word racketeering like that. I only know racket as in like tumult, noise, that kind of thing. Oh, Percy's barking. I didn't know what that was. Think like the mafia. Oh, okay. So mafia's racketeering. I did not know that. Thank you, guys. I learn something new every day from these. Okay, so British. You think British, Nova, Seal, and Prince? Why do we think this? Gabagool. That would make sense with the monument thing. What would be the Northwest Monument? I mean, we got Burns here. I'm gonna do it. Shit. Okay, that does imply this. Washington Monument. Well, hold on. I think it's Seal Monument. Yeah. It ain't monuments. Yeah, I don't think so too. I think like it kind of feels like that, but like the meta of this game, I don't think it quite fits. I'm a big fan of Navy SEALs. Oh, wait. Jesus Christ, Windows just told me to update to Windows 11 and it covered my whole screen. Hello. Sorry, I panicked. You couldn't see that, but it took over this whole monitor right here in front of me. Okay, big fan of Navy SEALs, and they have one, I think. Wait, could it be... Hold on, let's think. Prince is also like a band, right? The musician, Prince. Seal is a musician. Right? Isn't Kiss on a Rose? Kiss from a Rose? Isn't that a musician? Seal? Prince? Eagle is a musician. Okay, that... Oh, true, the Eagles? Oh, yeah, that's true, the Eagles. What else fits that? And Nova is a band. Nova? Okay, I'm just taking y'all's word for it. Nova Def sounds like a band. I would go with it. Let's do it. Oh, shit, that's not even close. We were closer with this. This is one away. YOLO? I know, right? We have the guesses to burn, but now we don't. Shit. What do we do? What do we do? That means in this here, or the 4 on the outside, one of these is wrong and the rest are correct. British Isles is a thing. Nova Scotia. Oh, that's true. It could be something geographical. I could see that. Northwest. Yeah, but would it be then like... I see where you're going with that, but normally when they do that, maybe Washington. So... I kind of agree with you on that. The only thing is Northwest US state. The only thing with that is that we already did this and we knew we were one away. So They both can't be it. You know what I mean? Logistically. Okay, wait. Rick's cooking. Rick's cooking. But I do see what you mean there. There is something there. Eagle, pyramid on the money. Oh, seal in Washington. US. Oh my God. Yeah, like a seal. Yeah, I think you got it. I think you nailed it. I think you nailed it. He's done it. Seen on the US dollar bill. Can we talk about how the non-American in chat was the one who got this? What the fuck? Good job, Rick. Rick is a goat for real. Let's go. I was right, Northwest. Yeah, wait, let's see the category. First words of Canadian provinces. We could have used Jack. Jack isn't here and he would have gotten this. That was a good one. Well done. Well done, gang. I'd say you're an honorary American, but that feels like an insult. You know what? That's true. In my chat, any of you could be an honorary American. Because as Jack says, I have international appeal, right? Maybe it's like the quid pro quo that we have going here. But you're right. I don't know how many people would want to be an honorary American. All right, let's do strands. Let's do it. I thought this was going to be a shorter stream, and I think it's going to be like a normal length stream. That's... I'm glad though. I miss hanging out with y'all. I'm impressed that my throat made it this long. Okay, what do we got? Victoria and I did these this morning, and it took every fiber of my being not to help. I was onto it with Nova Scotia and British Isles. Yeah, you definitely were. It was good thinking. Nearly Independence Day. I was sweating. Oh, I stink at strands. I normally do too. I have to go for the hints. It's very rare I do well. Oh no, people are giving answers already. Adrian's on it. We've got the beat. I see she says cymbal and drum. Cymbal. Drum. Oh, wait. So I see the spanogram. Give this to me. Percussion. Tambourine. Wait. Did I spell that wrong? Tambourine. Gong. I was a percussionist. Hold on. I'm nailing this, even though I spelled tambourine wrong. Triangle. Right? Hold on. Rattle? Really? Wait. She's done it. Sorry, I had to do that for my own... my ego. I don't know how many of you guys know this. I played French horn in orchestras for a long time. Did that professionally. But the word percussion is in there. Yep, that's the big fancy word. Top left. Percussion. Gong. The percussion ego is still there deep down. It is. Your musician's pride. Guys, far away, long ago on the timeline. I was a percussionist for 6 years. I did that before playing wind instruments, before playing French horn. Have a timpani or something with a bang. Yeah, that's actually how I got my start in music. I was a percussionist and I left that. All right, someone give me your 5-letter word. Give it to me. What do you got? I need to hydrate. Oh. Blast? I did blast two recently, so I'm gonna go with Herd. I know it's for the meme. I love it. Eldritch Blast. I still love it. Oh, damn. Ian, that was a good one. Stare. Okay, hold on. We do this on hard mode. So we have to do the A here. Oh no. Which means where does the E go? Probably at the end? Could it be this? Huh. Ooh, good start. Yeah, you did good. What about? Oh, Blade. Blade and Death are both good ones. Let's go with Blade just because it was first. Well, shit. Okay, that makes me think D is in the beginning. And now we have this and that. Whoops. Sorry, I forgot how to type apparently. Oh yeah, no H. That's true too. I missed that too. I would have gone with it. I thought Death was a good one. What about Drape? No, because there's no R. What could go after the D? D could be, oh, the second one too. Yeah, maybe let's try that because I kind of have a hard time telling what's after the D. Like all of these. Dwape. Unless it's another vowel. Yeah, but you're right. That does seem a little bit awkward. So yeah, let's try D second. A. What would go before it? Okay. We've kind of boxed ourselves into a bit of a corner, haven't we? We know D doesn't go after the A. Maybe an S before it? But what word does that make? Yeah, if we knew the D wasn't there before, I would say we could do something like spade, but that's not quite it. Oh, Dakes? I don't think that would be a Wordle word, because I'm not familiar with that word, and they don't go too obscure here, but I could try it. Yeah, it's not on the word list. So, like, they won't do, like, proper names or anything like that. Damn, this is tough. What about, wait, no, oh, gotcha. No, but it was still a good suggestion, because it's always worth, like, trying it. You never know. Okay, what about? Hold. Wait. She's cooking? The D is really throwing me off, dude. At this point, I'm kind of just wanting to, like, throw something out there. Goad? Goad is a great guess. That might be it. What? Is it spelled differently? Oh, yeah, wait, and the D is in the wrong spot, too. You're right. Yeah, D is really kicking. The D is kicking, am I right? Sorry, that was lewd. That was lewd. Ban her? You can't ban me. I rule this kingdom with an iron fist. You ban me and this whole thing goes under. I keep wanting to spell like Dwayne stupidly. Just to see it. She's become mad with power. You're right. You're right. It didn't take long. I've had affiliate for less than 1 month and I've lost it. Okay, one time, gang, one time Wordle was being tricky and they did Psalm, which threw me off because you never think of P and S being next to each other, right? Could it be something like that? What about Adage? Adage and O'Dame. They also seem really obscure. Yeah, they seem obscure. I'm not sure those would be on the list. Holy shit. Adrian did it. I can tell you right now, I would not have fucking gotten there. What the hell? Look at her say let's go quietly. She's a bad bitch for real. Let's go in all lower caps. You deserve to celebrate. GG, Adrian. She got us there single-handedly. I would not have been able to do that, especially with this cold. Holy shit. Let's go. Hey, for funsies, because we have a lot of the band together. We're doing 2 more before I call it, because I don't have enough time or stamina to play a game, but I want to keep hanging just a little bit longer. I'm enjoying this. Oh wait, sorry, I pressed the wrong button. We're doing Bandle. Thanks, mods. That was me. You're welcome. To gas up my girl. I would never have guessed adage. Beefmaster, I wouldn't have either. And I actually use adage in my like everyday vocabulary. Ending already? I mean, it's been 3 hours. That's a long time for me. 3 hours is like my usual time now. Can you believe I used to go 2 hours? And now I've bumped it up to 3. Eventually I want to bump it up to 4. But that's actually probably soon-ish, but I'm not with a cold. I got a cold, I'm jet lagged. Things are bad. Things are bad. All right, we're going. We got Bandle. You should be able to hear this, right? Yeah, this is all good. I thought you were gonna do an 8 or 6 hour one. Did I say that? I don't think I did. Did I say that? I do want to work up to long streams. I don't know if I'll... 6 is a lot. Well, banana streams for songs from 1970. I said Nirvana. So I'll take this moment and go to the bathroom instead. No, Rick, listen, I'm just as bad. I would say stuff like that too. That's why I only do this when there's enough people here in the chat where we could like figure it out together. No, you said 10 hours? I don't think I did. What are the odds you 12-hour stream? Gang, you know what? I'll say this. I'll do an 8-hour stream if someone gives me 20 subs. I'll do that. You gonna do it? Good luck. I'll blackmail you. I'll do it for 20 subs before the end of the stream. If someone does it. And that's it. How classist. Exactly. But I'll tell you right now, between the cold and the jet lagness, I have to... I'm working up my stamina. I do want to do longer streams, but also I have YouTube to get to. I got other art things. I'm trying to slowly build up the kingdom that we have here right now. Listen, I totally understand, and that's why I don't expect it to happen now. That's why I set it so high. You also know I don't expect people to pay to be here. That's only like anytime anyone does anything like that, I'm floored and I leave the stream and I cry a little bit because I'm so happy that people would want to support me. But yeah, it's a lot, and I have so many things to fit in the day. I will get there one day, but today is not that day. And until then, you're just gonna have to be happy with the Neopet stream coming soon, and then the animation stream is coming when I get back from North Carolina. That will definitely be happening because I've promised. That's another thing. I keep my promises. Don't gaslight me, Alyssa. You know I'm poor. God damn, teasing us. I know. It's coming, guys. I promise. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is this kingdom of this community. Damn it. He only has $3.50. You've yet to send me the 50 cents. You want me to sell my 70-year-old Kawhi model piano to do it? No, I don't. That's another thing. Do not give me money unless it is money that you are gonna go spend on a coffee anyway. Let's make that super clear. I snail mailed it. I already clipped the 20 subs comment out of context. How dare you? Well, in my kingdom, I won't feature that clip. I'm mad with power now. I was inspired by all those European castles, and now I want to sit on my own throne. I'm using it to cancel you on Twitter as we speak. It's called X. If repubs can... Oh, come Tekka. Oh, God. I don't even want to... Yeah, it's sad. I still call it Twitter. I refuse to call it X for that same reason. Well, not that same reason. Twitter is also just such iconic branding that X is just dumb. X is dumb. I have a lot of reasons to still call it Twitter. And Elon Musk is a dumbass. You tweet from X? Exactly. You tweet from Twitter. If it's tweeting, is it like axing now? Yeah, with Riot at your throne as well. Or is he your servant butler? No, he rules by my side. He rules the kingdom with me. Okay, let's do Bandle. This has gotten way out of hand. Let's do it. 2020. King consort. Hell yeah. What the fuck was that? Okay, it was generic drum track 7, except you didn't hear the little alien abduction sound happening in the middle of that? Just hold on. We're going home, Drake. Wait, just hold on. We're going home by Drake. Is that the song? I'm gonna tell you right now, gang. I don't listen to Drake, so I don't know anything. Aliens can have drum tracks. Okay, I'm gonna trust Crumpy. Okay, hold on. Do I have to go over the song title first? I actually don't know. YOLO? I'll guess it. What do we got to lose? The rough thing with modern songs is they're super generic. Yeah. Alyssa, you know, this is the point that I don't know what the fuck I'm hearing. Low-key garbage track. You know what I'm best at? Yeah, I know. But that's the fun of this game. So hold on. Ian says... near 900 million views is quite the hint. This is true. Wait, I totally lost track of what Ian said it was. Just hold on. Okay. Let's type that in. Let's see what it say. Let's see what it say. Ian, what's it called? Is it called We're Going Home? What's it called? Nothing matches, so we're going to the next one. This is not Drake. The hell is this? This is Dua Lipa? Levitating? Don't know the song. Okay, well if it's Dua Lipa... Any of these? Any of these? Dua Lipa Levitating. Oh, okay. Oh my god, how do y'all know this? Wow, Gang, yeah, for real. The fuck, how? I don't know how y'all do it. I know it, but not the name. I don't even know the song, if I'm being completely honest. It's be catchy. It does sound like it. Pop music is catchy. Beefmaster's losing his mind over here. All right, time for everyone's favorite game. Household! Let's guess how much this California house is. Woo! Oh, I gotta turn back on the chill beats. One sec. One sec. Let's get that going. Now that we don't need to use our ears. All right, let's guess the price. It's in California. Looks like a Northern California house. I'm gonna zoom in just so we can see a bit more. Yeah, that's better. What do we think this house? Clearly in Northern California. It looks modern. It's got a big back patio area. Might be on a big piece of land. I'm gonna guess 2 milli. Okay, I see some things in the chat. It was a TikTok trend too. Oh, that makes sense. If it's classical, I would have guessed the minute, but nah. $600K looks super remote. It does, but I feel like owning a lot of land in California is a big deal. Cali's expensive. Yeah, but you're right. 2 million might be too high. I could see it being too high. We were tricked last time we did this with another Northern California house. And the square footage was smaller than we expected. American house prices are obscene. Yeah, let's try it. She did it. She did it. Ah. I did it. I fucking rule at this game. Yo. I did it, and I almost ripped out my headphones in the process. Whatever. What up? Wow. Well, now I'm kind of sad. Hold on, can I... Now I want to view the listing. Let me see what else was up with that house. I gotta make sure I don't dox myself. Hold up. Yep, okay, glad I didn't do that. Can I just look at pictures? Hello? I don't care where the address is. I just want the pictures. Alright, guess not. I have an idea. I have an idea. One sec, one sec. Can I put this address in Zillow? Can I get it? Nope. Oh, it's pictures of the house, but it's not for sale right now. That's why I can't find it. Okay. Well, that's it, gang. This is all we can get. This is it. Oh, hell yeah. A clip. Let's go. Look at this smashing clip. American house prices have give me 1,000 push-ups energy. It's so obscene it stops feeling like anything. Rick, I would 100% agree with you. She's accurate and house prices are obscene. I will say I spend an ungodly amount of time on Zillow. So I would hope I'm good at this. I will rent forever. It's sad. I chronically underestimate house prices. I'm sorry, Crumpy. Because I know you guys are looking to buy soon, right? Or like, you know, relatively. Damn. Yeah, click the image gallery. I think you get the photos without the listing. And house, I mean. Hell yeah. Let's do it. Forever captured. I'll feature it. I'll do it. Oh, this is pretty. I'm a sucker. Okay, you all know I want to live in a hobbit hole, the witch tower. It's how I'm slowly changing the decor. I do love the big windows though. I'm a sucker for big windows. Oh, this is nice. Or at least like the accents of wood here are really nice. This is pretty. I couldn't see how large the house was, so I don't know square footage or anything. This is the view I want. I want to live in the middle of nowhere and just sit here with my plants. Read a book. All the books I bought from Amsterdam. This will be my gym in the basement. And Alex will have a shed for his workshop. It's gonna be... God. I just love looking at houses, guys. It's bad. It's bad. I can buy an apartment here for 85K with a down payment of 4K? Rick, that's nuts. Big windows and wood is nice. A bit too much white for me. Yeah, I agree. This is one I would do some renovations myself if this were a house I were looking at. But this, oh my god, this view sends me. Look at these trees. And the warm light here. Jesus Christ. Rick isn't, yeah, he's in Finland. And that floor concrete, I do not like concrete floor. I know. Some people like it. Damn, that's wild. I know. He's got a lot of great stories about Finnish culture. They all have saunas over there. It sounds great. Not gonna lie, I would in a week get one of those rooms all messy with ink and papers and sweat and candles. Desk all messy too. But me too. That's why I kind of want I want more color on the walls or like wood accents, brass. I like things feeling a bit more cluttered and messy, but in a cozy way. That's what I want. It can be nice and cool when it's hot weather, but it's not too cozy to live on. Yeah, I can see that. What's the bug situation in California like? Okay, I'm not as well versed because every time I go out west, it tends to be winter, and their winter is extremely nice. I don't think it's as bad as the East Coast. Florida has bugs everywhere because it's hot all year long, right? So bugs are a year-long affair, and in the summer, like, bugs are what kill your plants. Bugs in the heat, yeah. Also swampy here, yeah, tons of bugs here. But it seems up and down the East Coast, mosquitoes are a huge problem, and I feel like I don't hear that as much on the West Coast. But also, any West Coasters, come out and correct me. I have no idea. No clue. Alright, well with that, I think that's gonna be it, gang. It's been 3 hours. I made it longer than I thought. Yeah, didn't you guys have an outbreak of malaria in Florida? Yeah, no idea, to be honest. Crumpy, I'm the same. I have no idea. Possibly thanks to Bill Gates or something. Yeah, for real. God. 3 hour good run. Dude, it was, considering I had a cold. Maybe my stamina is doing better for 4 hours. Maybe. I will do games in one run. So yeah, my plan for today, gang, is I'm gonna go on the Steam sale now. I'm gonna buy some stuff so that in between my long games like Baldur's Gate, Stardew, etc., I'm gonna fit in cute little, like, games I can finish in one stream or maybe 2 streams and like do longer ones of that. And maybe do one of those tomorrow or Wednesday. That's what I hope. Mentioning swamp muddy area reminds me of a camping accident I had years ago. Oh god, what happened? But yeah, I will be streaming while Beefmaster maybe types up his swampy muddy camping story. I'll let you guys know I will be streaming tomorrow at the same time. I'm back 1 p.m. Eastern time. And instead of Thursday, I'm also streaming on Wednesday. I'm gonna update stuff on the Twitch schedule. I'll let y'all know on Discord. 2 days off now, so all list of streams. Oh, this week? Hell yeah, Rick! I can't wait to see you then. We'll be playing some new games. It'll be fun. I think you'll like Duck Detective, and I'm glad you'll be here because it's a puzzle game. And Lord knows how puzzle games are gonna be for me. Yeah, hopefully I feel better too. But yeah, so I'll see you guys the next 2 days. Next week, schedule is just slightly different. I'm just missing Monday, because after that, everything's back to normal. No more vacations. I'm on the grind. I'm changing my life for the better. The new year begins. I can't imagine not enjoying a game called Duck Detective. I think it's gonna be a treat, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. Well yeah, Beef, I'm sorry if you're typing out that camping story. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna sign off. Oh no! Hey, feel free to put it in the Discord though if I leave and I miss it. Sorry. Everyone, I hope you have an absolutely lovely start to your week. Oh, I see him. There he is. Yeah, feel free to type that on Discord and I'll catch up to it when I can. Hope you all have a lovely start to your week. Fine, it's graphic too. So rude. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to cut him off. But I'm also dying. I gotta get tea. Yeah, I keep talking in circles, saying goodbye. Have a lovely Monday, Tuesday, wherever you are. And I'll see you tomorrow. Is fine. I don't want to make people feel bad. I'm sorry. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow or on Discord. Beef? I'm watching you. I'm looking for you on Discord. But bye. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon. See you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye. Thanks for being here.